But yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Alter's Den Adventures. My name is Terrasaur Z, the mad lass that's the DM in this case. How are we doing? Everybody doing okay?
Nothing's on fire. Good. Nothing's on fire. Everything's working, it seems.
Yeah.
Don't
Everybody's
jinx
good.
it.
Seriously.
On which end?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Lovingly, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Shut your face.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, I just got my waters cracked. I'm ready to go. And yeah. Seriously, it's just been a weird ass day, but thank goodness. Like I've been looking forward to this all afternoon. Along with my sleep deprived self be like, must finish maps.
Must get this fully prepped before it's time.
I know.
Is the lighting all fixed?
But no, it should be good.
Is the lighting good?
Everything looks good on my end.
But yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we can actually go ahead and dive right in for once. Also, hi Jelly, good to see you. Let's go ahead and get some housekeeping disclaimers out of the way first and foremost. These are quick though now. First and foremost, know that when the session is going underway, we probably will not be interacting with chat but so much. It's nothing personal, you didn't do nothing wrong, it's just that we're focused on, me killing them not dying.
Wait,
secondly,
what?
Level 1
fine,
shenanigans. It's
Don't worry
accurate,
about it.
let's be honest.
Secondly, in that same light, just to give an order of events for the evening, we're going to dive in the session. We'll take a break about halfway through, give thanks to the map makers and people that kind of helped make this session possible, and then we'll finish up and make sure we have some time to just chat and hang out and derp. But yeah, with that, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Get the show on the road. So, for context, in case this is your first time watching, we have had a couple of sessions with this group before this first official session. They've had a mission in Phandalin, they got back to Waterdeep, trying to find some guild work, instead of just taking random shit jobs, and they finally got an opportunity to interview with an adventurers guild. The interviews went interestingly, thanks to some people. Cough, cough, Silas. But you all were asked back to do a second round of
I
interview.
don't know what you mean.
Oh,
You know damn well.
What? Me? Control? Never.
But yeah, you guys were asked back in a week or so later to do practicals. And to be fair, during that time, not a lot's happened. It's been very chill and quiet, except for one detail. About middle of the night, just a couple of days before your practical, you feel a rocking in the house, or in the tavern. You're far enough away where it's just barely enough to stir you for like a split second, and then right back to sleep. But the next day, the rumors are everywhere, about, what happened. In fact, just to get some dice roll and get the show on the road, and also me to test out this dice rolling screen, everybody make me a investigation or perception check.
Investigation or perception, our choice.
Dealer's choice. We're starting off with a softball.
Oh, well.
Jeez.
That's about right.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
Just another day, just another book.
Let's see. Okay, shit.
Hi.
Lexa wouldn't give a fuck, so I'm not gonna let her roll. Key,
The
you
elf is on
and
their shit.
Belza. You and Belza probably hear some things at least. Key, though, you're probably in that camp of like, I want to know what the fuck's going on. I hear gossip. Let's fucking go.
Oh, absolutely. Like, knowledge, information on different things that I don't know about? Yes.
So you and Belza will have both heard about there actually being an earthquake in the dock ward. Key, you probably more specifically will have heard about something about some weird-ass rumors that kind of go everywhere from earthquake in the dock ward to one building has fallen down. There's a crater in there. Which doesn't add up for an earthquake. But hey, people are crazy. Some people are drunk. Who knows? But with that, we're going to move on to your meeting at the Adventures Guild. And you all have your practical exams to do today. And this is a little bit of a change of pace for character introductions because, yeah, we've done this a few times. Let's mix it up. How about we do it this way? Do I have a volunteer?
I volunteer as tribute.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for also quoting Hunger Games. I've been rewatching that shit the past week. Silas, what would you like to do as your practical exam? What would you like to do to show off your character's badassery, intelligence, whatever you want to advertise?
Understandable. I would be studying the remains of a body, investigating it, and determining its cause of death.
Oh. Okay. So first off, do me a favor and give me character introduction, just so people know who you are, and then we'll get into some roles.
Very well. Hello, I am Silas Selene. I am an investigative detective who has found himself in Waterdeep. I am much a fish out of water here, but another case is another day. And I'll be investigating this here body.
Very nice. And you got a couple people in the room with you that are kind of monitoring you and taking notes. But do me a favor. Oh, you're already on it. Gosh damn. I was going to even give you a choice, but no. No. With that 16, you're able to start off by getting some good basic information. You can tell that this was a gnome. Looks like their reason for death was blunt force trauma to the head and body. Besides that, if you want to try to deduce more, give me a medicine or an insight check. Your choice. Okay. So with that, at face value, you can tell one thing for certain. This poor sucker poor. He dirty. And a lot of stuff just doesn't add up right. And you're kind of like, what did this poor sap do to get, like, smacked in the head and shit? And I will tell you what. Make me one more check. Investigation or perception. There we go. As you're kind of looking through, checking the pockets, looking at the injuries a little bit more, there's one thing that does catch your nose in this case. Salt water. Apparently, part of the reason this kid was actually, maybe they died around the dock ward, perhaps? With that, what would you like to tell your advisors, your administrators?
Drowning, indicating crime hatch. No male. Unfortunately, very circumstantially poor, so most likely stole from the wrong sort of people.
and they'll kind of take they'll nod, make some good notes, and shake your hand, thanking you for your time. And they'll actually hand you a copy of your notes, and send you to a specific room.
Of course.
Meanwhile, who's next?
If nobody else is gonna go, I'll go.
I was gonna say, I'm about to pull out the D4. I'm ready. Do you want to go next, Belza?
Sure.
All right. First off, what do you want to do for your exam?
Honestly, she would ask, "You got anyone I can brawl with? Or is this just gonna be property damage?"
Let me process that thought. And while I'm processing it, introduce your character.
Belza is a 6-foot.
And in this quarter,
Hi, I'm Belza. And am I introducing myself to the crowd or introducing myself to the...
You can do either. I think more to the audience, but you can go either way. Whatever floats your boat.
To at least describe her to the audience, she is a 6-foot bluish tiefling. Curled horns around her ears. One side of her head is shaved, the other side is crazy in all directions. Bright blue eyes, and her outfit is mostly leather, spikes, and chains, for the most part. Her chest being a little more exposed due to the cleavage part of it being open, and the bottom is held by kind of metal around the back half of her. So, as well as it being connected to her choker.
I got you.
Big old shit kicker
So
boots.
with that, yeah. So with that, you hear a lot of weird discussion. Like there's a little huddle, and they look back at you, and they look back, and then discuss a little more, and then they most of them leave. Keyword most. Only one that stays looks to be a little bit chunkier. Just the dude. But as, he's there kind of stretching and warming up, you hear behind you the sounds of banging nails and locking of doors. And after a moment of him kind of cracking his neck, he kind of just leans down and is like, "Please don't kill me. Let's go."
Let's go!
Roll me an athletics check.
You know what? Fuck it, I'll rage just to make it an advantage.
Yes! Okay, let's go!
And I'm glad I did.
Oh, yeah. You steamroll this fool. As you just run right through him and, press him against the back of the door. And it, you feel it buckle a little bit, but it doesn't budge. Make me another athletics check.
Didn't mean for that twice. That would have been nice, though, but no.
It's fine. That's enough, though. As you get another good slam, as you kind of, get a relief, and you hear the dude, gasp for air, and then you slam in again, and you hear the wood crack and splinter. As you see behind him in the crack,
Just
like in those horror movies, there's 3 people holding the door, being like, "Please don't let her out! Please don't let her out! Please don't let her out!"
You tap out!
The dude is honestly out cold. Make me one more athletics check.
I'm not gonna hurt him if he's out cold. Now I'm just gonna kick the door.
Yeah.
What door?
Yeah, you busted off the hinges, and you just see on the ground those examiners from earlier, kind of traumatized.
Oops.
As one of them's panicked, scrawling something on a piece of paper. It's like, "You can go to this office, please. Thank you very much."
Thanks!
One way to show off to the crowd, I guess.
Yeah.
Belza just being Belza.
Pretty much. Key or Kilara? Which one of you wants to go next?
I guess I could go next.
Alright.
Yeah.
First off, what do you want to do for your exam?
So a moment of thought for Kilara. Just,
I guess got like a hunt.
they'll request a hunt, like maybe something along the lines of like having to find a target, track it down, stick it into the shadows, and then try and take it out.
Okay.
Or at least like one smack kind of deal successfully.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what to do for this one, but while I'm kind of getting my brain around it, go ahead and give an introduction for your character.
All right.
Hi everyone, I'm Kilara. I'm about 5'11". I'm rough and tumble. I'm a wild sort. I've got kind of a wild mohawk vibe that runs down the back of my neck. It's kind of hyena-esque. You'll notice that I've got furry forearms leading down to claws, and this big fluffy fur of a long since past hyena draped over my shoulders. I wear a lot of leathers. I have my arms all bandaged up, and I wear some chainmail underneath my leathers. I've got a scar on my face. I've been in a number of fights. You can see that. And yeah, I've got this big-ass boomerang that I carry around with me, and I love to throw things and smash them too.
Okay. So, there's more of that discussion idea of processing, like, how can we do this exam in here? This is not exactly, shut up, we gotta figure it out. And after a couple of minutes, Kilara,
Yeah.
you see a Kenku scuttle out.
Oh, okay.
Is it the Kenku?
It's the Kenku from last time, which, to give a summary for our audience, was the interview portions examiner. As he kind of scuttles out, he's a little short thing, wearing raggedy-ass clothes, and on the back, he has a little cigar box ukulele. As he kind of just looks around and then sees you, Kilara, and just opens the mouth, and you just hear, "Now."
I think that even Kilara would just go,
Come on, how did I get? I don't want them.
And it's kind of one of those deals where, like, one of them was just like, to be clear, we're pretty much just playing tag. Just go get them and tag them. That's it.
I mean, do you have a real challenge for me? I guess.
As you say that, you'll see the Kenku kind of pull out the ukulele and give a little bit of a strum. And next thing you know, you see a dust cloud appear in the hallway, and it just runs like hell.
just bring.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Beautiful. Okay. My eyes dilate a little bit. I get a little grin. And then I take off running. I'm going to try... what does this look like? What am I currently staring at for my environment?
You are literally in a corporate office.
Okay.
Chasing after a Kenku.
Yep.
I want to try and head them off. I want to duck through cubicles and kind of go up and over and just kind of leaping around through cubicles to try and cut off a path.
Let's do this in 2 checks. First off, you can make me either investigation or perception to see if you can keep the trail.
I'll go with perception. Pretty good.
There you go. That's good. Yeah, you're able to keep up. You just hear, you literally hear as you kind of navigating through the hallways and such, just the panic. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
And I peer over the cubicle,
And I have no privacy.
Yeah. And now it's kind of running through the cubicles and such. Make me an athletics or acrobatics check to keep the duck and weave.
I'm just picture after that line, just there's a quick moment of chicken squawk or something. Just a quick
Pretty much.
Yeah, very mid-roll.
Yeah, it's a mid-roll. You kind of go a good bit of the ways. You end up clipping a couple of tables, and you kind of have that fall. But, you're able to easily get back up and keep going. The Kenku kind of just peeking behind one of the door corners, just being like, is he safe? Are they gone? And then you pop back up, and just another one of those, like, surprise, motherfucker, and just runs. Make me one more athletics or acrobatics check, see if you can finish the job.
Basically the same roll.
Yeah, it's one of those where you kind of keep getting that duck and weave moment. And this Kenku, like, it's one of those there's moment where he actually you get really close for a split second, and he just kind of does that sad baby cry thing.
Aww. And I just stop and go, isn't even fun anymore, just feel bad.
And kind of after that, actually, for fun, roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ah!
That's appropriate.
Honestly, it's appropriate. It's kind of like, man, this shit. What the fuck? And he kind of just has that double take moment. It just starts slowly backing away, being like, did I do it? Did I do the thing? It's done, right? What do you do?
I'm just gonna walk up to them and just be like,
I mean, you've had a real tough time since I showed up. I feel honestly pretty bad. I've been chasing you through this office. Maybe after this I could just go to the pub and get you a drink.
and I'm gonna try and set my hand on their shoulder, and yeah.
And honestly, just with that talk of like, almost that feeling bad about everything, and he kind of you put the hand on the shoulder, and just, he'll kind of open up his beak a little bit, and you'll hear just a small little sea shanty.
Aww.
But yeah, you caught him. Deal's deal.
I mean, on a technicality, I'll take it, sure.
Hey, that's how it works sometimes. Last but not least, Key, what do you wish to do?
It's just kind of like strengths are more along the lines of book smarts, dealing with wildlife, kind of looking at the corporate office. Not sure which one would be more doable in this setting.
Which one are you wanting to do?
Like, she's basically going, like, between, like, good with animals, good with, like, sifting through stuff and whatnot. It's like, what would be more appropriate for kind of looking around the corporate office setting? Like, in this situation?
Or animals, or sifting through material? I think I got something. In the meantime, go on ahead and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright. Key is what appears to be an elven woman, 5 foot 5 inches tall, auburn hair, pink eyes, kind of on the pale side for skin, and this really, like, eccentric druid getup with leather armor. And yeah, pretty much it really with her.
Alright. So with that, you are escorted into one of the giant libraries downstairs, as it's just wall-to-wall books, as far as you can see. And one of the examiners just hands you a small index card, with a set of codes on it to help you, mainly saying, collect this one book. You have 10 minutes.
Kind of just looking at the library, just kind of like, ooh, can I come back in here at a later point? This look of just like, yes.
Kind of just gives a sigh. It's like, the exam.
And she's just like, yes. Need to find this one book. Got ya.
Make me an investigation check. Let's see how quickly we can narrow this down. Okay, shit, Key.
The dice are being too kind.
It happens, I guess. Yeah, you easily are able to figure out the code for the library system. I mean, you hunt through books all the freaking time, so that part's child's play. As you are easily able to navigate and get yourselves up to the area or the section where you're like, okay, the book's probably somewhere here. Next, make me another investigation or perception check. And let's see if you can narrow it down.
She's better with perception. I'm concerned with these digital dice.
I'm sensing some favoritism from
I am
Nice.
concerned on the digital dice.
right?
Seriously, shit.
No,
and
the
you're
dice
able-
are just being a goddamn simp.
They're gonna rail me later, and I'll enjoy it. I mean,
But yeah, you're easily able to climb your way up the ladders. You figure out it's one of them that's more in the upper sections of this library. And that awkward moment when you're like, you see the book, and it's just out of reach. So you're kind of having to do that weird, awkward stretching shenaniganry. Make me a acrobatics or sleight of hand.
Let's do sleight of hand. There it is.
That's fitting. As you kind of get that, you reach out and you clip it with just the tip of your fingers, and instead of getting one book, you get 7, as they all fall on the ground down below.
She's probably just like, almost got it. Fuck. At least the one I need's down there. Scuttles down the ladder and just kind of like, alright, which one is it again?
You finish kind of sifting through, and you get the book and match the code up, and you realize that it is a book on the history of the dock ward, and it also includes schematics of various buildings of importance.
Like, she'd probably have the book in hand, have the thing in hand, go to the examiner and just like, here you go, and then just stops and goes, can I read this after the fact?
She'll kind of write a note on the back of that index card that you use, and hands you the card and the book, and says, read it on the way to this office.
And she's just like, don't mind if I do, and she's just literally going to sit there and like read it front to back, if possible, during the meantime.
And I guess technically I should do one for our last character, so I will do that as well. For summaries, the last character is more of an NPC support character, but her name is Lexa. She is the sister of Belza, a purple tiefling with horns that are more in the stylized formations of hearts, also a lover of jewelry and fancy, shiny bangles and such. But her exam would probably be turning somebody's mood around, as she'll probably find some pissy individual and have to go through, talking with them, getting their mood better and such. And let's see how this goes. Okay. Probably has a good general vibe of, perhaps why they're pissy and such. Now the hard part of trying to turn this around. And honestly, yeah, we'll start with that. Start with a persuasion. And it's definitely awkward, because he's definitely a sad sack. So we'll try to bullshit her way through it. And we'll probably, by the end of it, be doing mani-pedis on the desk. Yeah, after a bit, she'll be navigated to your next destination as well, which, by the time everything is said and done, you all will be arriving in here.
Is my Kenku friend with me?
I'll say he probably is. Like, while you've been waiting
Yay!
for everybody to arrive, the Kenku's probably just sitting beside you, kicking its little feet.
Aw, I love him.
Glad you do.
Mhm.
But yeah, you guys arrive for sitting and waiting. Lex will kind of show up after a bit. It's like, so, how'd it go?
Went great.
Perfectly fine.
Alright.
pretty much just like,
Oh.
good. Partially like rubbing her butt, like she's sitting up a bit, like, I fell on it hard.
Could be worse, I guess. Oh, wait. Belza, did you break anything?
Door, but I think they wanted me to break it. I think.
About the time you kind of make that case, you'll see a gentleman with pale alabaster skin but an all-black suit kind of step inside. And so it's like, indeed, it's what she selected for a practical examination.
Hello, Vox. Good to make your acquaintance again.
Hey, boss.
Likewise. Yes, likewise. And he'll kind of come around and start collecting some of the materials that were delivered on the way. It's like, thank you for these, by the way. And we'll finally pull up a seat and just say, so, what have you heard about the incident in the dock ward a few days ago?
Next to nothing on my part, unfortunately.
It was an incident?
He at this point just be like, rumors of crater, earthquake, building collapse, number of things.
Portions of those are valid. We have actually been tasked to go and investigate the damage and make sure that it is safe for further exploration and repair. Apparently, some of the City Watch has already tried to do this on their own and has led to consequences. You all will be tasked to go and investigate the dock ward and the said disaster site. If there are any survivors, rescue them. Past that, any materials you find wherein, that is for you to peruse and enjoy. Are there any questions?
None on my.
No.
Your payment for this mission will be a total of 1,000 gold pieces divided amongst the four of you. You will be starting with 100 gold piece down payment. As he kind of pulls out from some coffers down below 4 small pouches of gold. 100 gold pieces each.
All right. Start right off with money. I like this business.
And yeah, with that, he'll just kind of like, with that, get on your way. We would prefer to get this done in a swift manner.
Is he coming with us? I point to Kenku.
No, he has other matters to attend to.
All right. I guess I'll owe you a drink for later then, yeah?
Just kind of opens the mouth. Hi-de-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di.
I give a heel click and I walk out.
Alright,
Shall we go?
let's get to it. But with that, you guys are able to walk the streets. You are fairly knowledgeable about Waterdeep and the city itself, at least the layout of the place. You know that Waterdeep is a very large city, with the idea being that it's so big it's actually divided up into wards. So depending on what you're wanting to do, you would need to go visit certain locations to get the job done.
Understood.
But with that, what do you want to do? Do you want to head straight to the dock ward, or is there anything else you want to do before you go?
I feel
I would like to visit you first.
I was just gonna say, I feel like Kilara would, as we walk, would see the pub and like longingly reach out, like,
I've got a date with you later, and a pint with my name on it.
Oh.
and keeps walking because now they have money, so they can afford to have fun and merriment. But then now,
And the good drinks.
yes,
A
and now
hoppy
it's
scent tempts you.
yes, and back to you, Bear.
I would like to visit a magic item shop. Or an apothecary for potions.
Alright. With that, you guys can easily start making your way through the merchant ward, where most of the shops and stores are located. Nothing too hard to navigate for there. The shops, though, at first seem to be mostly your variety pieces. Nothing super crazy. But eventually you come across a little shop that has on the top of the door a cat that seems to be holding a crossbow in front of a trunk. And on it, it says 13 Lives Toy Store.
13.
Well, that's peculiar.
Yeah. Remind me, how many lives do cats normally have?
9.
9, I believe the phrase was.
Maybe they got extra. Or they're like slapped two cats together. I don't know.
I
will say
couldn't
while
begin to tell.
all of you can easily see as you're kind of looking through the slightly frosted glass.
Mhm.
Although it says toy store, it's very much, there's nothing in there but adventurer's gear. You see weapons, you see armors kind of on the sides, and then you see some small cubbies holding what looks to be like nicer supplies and materials.
Interesting.
And the only other thing I'll say, you can probably see kind of smushing your face up against the glass. Over at the front counter, you see a silhouette of what looks to be like a tabaxi, out cold, face down on the counter.
Oh, that's concerning.
Probably peel face off of it, just be like, having a cat nap. With a big old grin of like, I know what I did for a pun, I'm not apologizing.
Well, time to go in. And Silas is gonna just go through the front.
And as you open the door and go inside, because I did not think about this part in hindsight, I have a token, but I put it right behind the dice screen. Gosh, I'm smart. Behold, your baby boy. But yeah, as you open the door, there's probably they're pure innocence. You see a solid black tabaxi. Looks to be wearing a cloak made of patchwork and stars. But as you open the door, there's a little bell that rings, and the ears twitch. You say, "Hi, oh, people, that's people. Hi,
Hey,
Hello.
Hello.
Kilara was in the
Lambs.
middle of they stuck their mouth on the glass when we were looking through and breathed so it fogged up, and they drew a little face with like mean eyes and a big toothy grin on the mirror or the window before walking in.
As you probably do that, there'll be this. Actually, let's see. Hold on.
Does he notice it?
So he kind of wakes up, starts looking like, oh, look, peoples. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to say a thing. Hold on 1 second. He kind of goes under the counter and pulls out like a small little pocket journal. And then when he looks back up, he sees this like your fog thing on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, ghost! And he pulls out a crossbow and he shoots the glass.
No, that's on brand.
Silas just like eyes wide for a minute, like the fuck?
He's be cackling.
It wasn't a ghost. Just like flips through the book, trying to change. Welcome to the toy store, home of the toy store. What do you want?
I don't a toy store. You have a crossbow
Yeah,
and very little toys on the shelf.
they're toys to me. Dang it!
I'm very confused.
Like at this point,
But
he would
all right.
not no longer be cackling to be like, think of it as a matter of one's perspective.
Honestly,
Hell of a
I like these
perspective.
toys.
So yeah, what kind of things do you want? What can I do for you?
You wouldn't happen to have any magical items or potions available?
Yeah, you want like what kind of things do you want?
Any potions of healing, perchance?
Oh, you want juice? I got juice.
Juice?
And
And he'll kind of go under the counter.
at this
And
point,
he'll
you'd
pull
just be like
out-
reminding him of like the matter of perspective. Let him have it.
As he'll pull out from under the thing a crate, and you can look inside, and it's very obvious. Yes, they are potions of healing. So you got juice.
Okay.
How many do you want?
How much do they sell for?
Poop, I forgot the price. And he just goes back into the notebook and flips through.
I think that means
we-
they're free.
No,
Roll me-
it doesn't
roll
mean
me
they're
a-
free. No, stop. Ignore her.
Kiara, just for fun, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, this will go over well. Not too bad, actually.
Middle of the road.
That is like, no, there's nothing here that's free. That's what my cousin told me. If it's free, you got oh, here's the page. It's 30 gold pieces.
30, you say?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad price at all. I'll take 2.
Is that a lot?
Okay. Okay.
Just keep looking at him. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need some too. I'll take
Gosh,
2
I'm
as
doing
well.
I'm taking so much business. Carl's gonna be so proud.
Who's Carl?
Oh, he's my cousin.
Is he like a co-owner?
What's that?
Someone who works with you or is invested in the shop?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
And 2 more for Sissy, and she'll put down 60 more gold
Okay.
and put them in her sister's hands. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And we'll just get set up with 2 more.
Kilara will set down 60 gold on the counter as well and say,
Might as well.
I'm making so
I mean,
much
with
money
how easy
today.
that you
What was that, half point?
I look to you.
It's exactly as I said. With your luck through falling through buildings, you'll need them.
Ah,
You just kind of,
I'm a bit destructive.
you just like giggling.
It was a good landing, though.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? Oh, you should have seen their
Perfect
eyes when I took
5-point
them out.
landing on your back.
Well, that was after the fact. I took out one of them.
And one of them got you.
Well, yeah, I mean, she used magic and stuff. That's cheating.
So you're saying what
That's
I do is cheap?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I say with a big toothy grin. Like a big
And
smile.
honestly, as you say that, Kilar, even Bernard's like, it's cheating. That's why you need toys. Toys make everything better. It counts as the
See?
cheating.
I like this one.
But yeah, Bernard is honestly probably just hyped to the moon to have so much money in front of him.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. A lot of money for a fluff ball. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to collect or get? Or are you good to go?
I'm after the potions. I'm good.
Alright.
Don't look at me. I'm broke now. Worth it.
I do have
Ow.
a question for you, if I may.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's up?
You say that toys. What other
Uh-huh.
sorts of fun, dangerous, and well, weirdly toys do you have? Something big and nasty.
I'm going to recommend that you do not show this woman any sort of things that would involve explosives and or dangerous chemicals.
Well,
So,
that'll be easy
party.
because I'm not a woman.
Loopholes!
Apologies. Don't show them anything.
I got a party hat.
Of
You want a
the
party
sort.
hat?
What's a party hat?
Yeah.
Good question. As he kind of runs back behind the counter.
Okay.
And he comes back out with what looks like a very long trumpet with a lion's head on it.
A long trumpet with a lion's head on it?
Like, think like a herald's horn.
Yeah.
Like, no little valves and such. But just at the front of it, instead of having the bell, it's like a little mini lion's head.
I am honestly intrigued. What does it do? Is it just
It does this. As he'll kind of put it to his mouth and aim towards the door. And... Lord Jesus, don't do this. Okay.
Oh no, I know what this is.
And a sonic boom blasts out as the door opens, and whatever glass was left in that window, it's gone.
It's just, definitely of use in a sense.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
I'll take 2.
Oh, that's gonna be like 2,000 gold.
I'll take 1, thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you have 2,000 gold?
I do not know.
In just a moment of like, any chance you can put it on hold for now?
I mean, I can try. Last time I used this thing, I got in trouble, so we'll see what happens.
I think you're about
I
to
think
get
you're
in...
going to be in trouble regardless.
Yeah,
Motions to the windows.
Silas is right. For once.
And about the time you are saying that, you'll hear banging upstairs. As you hear a lower voice being like, "Fuck was that?
Time to go."
What did you do?"
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you guys better get going. Have a nice day!
I high five him on the way out and be like, "Good luck."
Yeah, no, Q
Good
would
luck with
definitely,
what?
Q would definitely bow and just like, maybe see you again. Best of luck.
Maybe. Why's the luck?
Silas is going to put down 5 gold on the counter and say, "For the demonstration and possible hold of said item, goodbye," and leaves.
And now for the fun question: who is the last person to leave the shop?
I already bolted.
It
Yeah.
sounds like it might be you,
Gone.
Silas.
What?
I was gonna say, knowing the order of operations here, it might be you.
Wait, Belzus hasn't
Um,
said anything. The heck?
I'll
No,
make
Velvet
sure.
Oh,
like,
in that
immediately
case-
booked it.
I'll make sure everyone's
In
out.
that
Like
case-
I'm at the
Oh.
door. Like go, 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 go. Like she's used to getting in trouble.
Shit. Well,
In
I've
that
left
case-
money on the table.
In that case, Bells, it's definitely you. Roll me a perception check as you're leaving. You catch, as you're leaving, the faintest glimpse of some like a slightly taller gray-furred tabaxi, looking at this weird shadowy aura around him. And as you're like, I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to get in trouble again, you hear the sounds of explosions and crossbow bolts.
Kind of salute Bernard as I run out. Like, nope, your problem now.
I'm pretty sure the rest of us faintly just hear the explosions, just like, think it came from that shop?
It did.
Oh, it definitely did. Oh, they're fun.
Quite an explosive place.
I think I'll be
Jokes.
frequenting it quite often.
I think
It
he's
seemed
gonna
fun.
need those 13 lives.
I'm very inclined to agree with you all.
So,
All
hole in the
right.
ground.
Yes, hole in the ground, but off to the dock ward. As you can clearly see as you're making your way down and through the city streets, the change becomes clearer and clearer by the moment. You get more of the smell of the ocean water, the sounds of rambunctious families and kids running the streets, changes to more darker conversations and tones and whisperings. It's not necessarily the best discussions and sounds. But after a little bit, you will arrive at the, it's very, not hard to miss. You come across a shop that literally it's almost been split in two.
Okay.
And there's a rope ladder that's going down. And in front of it, you'll see city watch people that seem to be investigating, taking notes. And after a little bit of that, they finish. They turn, see you all. And it's like, you must be from the guild, yes?
Yep.
About damn time. All right, let's
Of
catch you up on
course.
what's going on. Let's change to. There we go. A little bit better. They'll give you the following information. First off, the hole at base level seems to open up to the sewers. But the concern is that it actually seems to go beyond that. That's why they started sending people down. The biggest concern is that they have actually sent 2 investigators down. One is a gnome, and then the other is a elf. Both of which have not come back up in 2 days' time. The main goal and request they have for you are 2 big tasks. Number 1, they want you to try to find them. If they're alive, bring them back safe. If they're dead, bring proof of death for the families.
Query, DM.
Yes. Yes?
Is there any information that they are withholding from us? And if so, would I be able to get it with this feature of my background?
Let's see. Expected to gain access to people and places and information. Official looking documentation, access to place and... Give me 1 second. I don't think so, honestly. Most everything that they're telling you is very much by the book. You actually have they have paperwork with them that shows the documentation of what's going on. So you can actually fact check and double check behind them. In fact, I will say with your background and such, you can read through to get some extra information. Finding out that the tall elven woman that's gone missing, her name is Sergeant Teshi. And then on top of that, the small gnome male, his name is Constable Boot.
He must have been well known.
But yeah. Besides that, the only other thing, again, that they want you to find out, besides the, alive or dead and bring them home safely, is they want you to properly map out the area under the sewer. It is normal for Waterdeep having this long history that there's a lot of tunnels and pathways below the city, but this seems to be more of an uncharted area. So they're wanting to make sure that 1, they know what it is, and 2, what paths are safe or unsafe. So they're expecting you to be able to go in and properly document pretty much every nook and cranny of this place.
We're sorry for the scuff.
What questions do you have?
I had to widen things out so that you can see all the text.
I know.
Happens.
Kilara will ask and say,
Well, you want us to look under the sewers? Does that mean we're going to have to go wading through the sewers? Because I've got,
and they'll tap their nose,
a pretty sensitive nose. Ugh.
You'll only be in the sewer area for less than a few minutes. It's not long at all.
Okay. I just don't want it to, mess with my senses. Ugh.
If anything, you
course.
can always hold your nose during those brief moments.
Yeah.
Alright. And just in case, for notes purposes, there's your information on your 2 missing people. And again, you have 2 goals. 1, find them / their bodies. And 2, map out the new territory. They will give you one other piece of bonus information as well. mainly just saying, don't necessarily worry about a cave-in immediately. Just don't go damaging support beams and such while you're down there, and you should be safe.
Oh, I don't get to break things.
I look over to Belza.
You don't get to break anything.
We'll get our chance later.
And if
Yeah.
anything, as you say that, Lex will probably lean in with you. I was like, I think the idea is you have to be specific with your breaking. Don't break support beams. Don't break the walls. And
Right.
should be fine.
Fine. Take all the fun out of it.
Well, if there's anything down there that isn't those things, bit of a grin, you can have fun then.
Break skulls! Got it!
Yeah.
See? I think you get the idea.
Looks like
Uh,
we'll be
Laura.
relying on you a bunch there.
Kilara, our favorite.
Definitely, especially if I get to death from above. This time, no tables and no magic missiles. It's cheating.
Back to the cheating theory.
It's cheating. Like, I can picture that being said in, like, you just kind of, do I know? No, I don't. Damn.
Looks like we'll be relying on you there, Silas. You're pretty good at investigation. Hopefully you'll be able to track him down, yeah?
And I think Barrett now is gone.
Uh-oh.
He did say BRB.
We've lost our investigator! We're
Well-
fucked!
Oh no!
Yeah, it's fine. With that, Laura,
Jesus, I come back to people screaming. What's wrong? I
he's
step
back in
away
time.
for like 5 minutes.
We mentioned, like, hey, this is your specialty, Silas. Like,
Investigating.
and then he's like,
Ah,
no.
I'll do
oh no,
that.
we've lost our investigator!
All right, let's do it. Do I do it with advantage?
It's
we'll
not rolling
cross
yet.
that bridge. Yeah, not yet. Just, I think that was just a
Rude.
logic moment for them.
Only to get our way
Um,
down.
With that, though, before we go any further, one last piece of housekeeping for our audience. Because you are seeing things from my perspective as the dungeon master, know that you'll be seeing the different layers of the map. If you do not want to see the different layers of the map, aka experience as blind with our players, then I have another option for you. Luna here is actually streaming on Kick right now.
Hello!
And you are more than welcome to head over to Kick and actually watch through her perspective. Which now my brain has to do the hard part, which is process the very important matter of what the website is. www.kick. Oh, thank you, Bear. We just wanted to make sure that part was clear.
watching.
I know. But yes.
Oh no,
With
I
that-
was telling chat.
Ah.
By the way, congratulations. You guys, he can see you guys in the chat. He can
Yes.
always see you guys in the chat.
For your information, Mrs. A, this is not an advertisement. This is helping support the streams and make sure that, if you don't want to see everything going on behind the screen, that's an option. Or you can keep watching on my end and laugh as they run into shit.
Exactly. Make sure that
Uh,
both sides of the coin are happy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With that, though, are you ready to head down?
Yeah.
Well, we
Okay.
can't head up, so yes.
Ba-dum-ching. And in fact, one other thing as I'm changing scenes, all of you, take a point of inspiration.
Oh.
Inspiration.
For-
Damn it! I already have one.
Ah.
You can't have more than one, but for the good interactions and RP in the beginning.
Okay.
But with that, you guys take the rope ladders on down, and after a little bit of working and looking, eventually you see that it does change to something more tunnel-like. as this seems like the damage to the sewers kind of rippled down deep into the earth as it fractures and spreads. But eventually you arrive on solid footing down at the bottom, and you are greeted with this. In fact, I'll go ahead and give you the first room for free because it's very clear. What you see in this big open space right here is what looks to be like a small little ceremonial altar area. There's a small fractured altar that's partially been split and broken. But on top of that, around it, you see 4 pools of water. Each one being a slightly different color. One looks to be solid blue. One is green. You have one that's clear, and one that's a little cloudy.
All right.
You
So
are free to move about the cabin.
I have the mic.
Yes, you do. Enjoy your mic.
All right. The sassy bitch. All right. Sorry. Sassy, lovely DM. Now, game plan. Belza,
Yeah?
don't touch anything.
Aw, okay.
Don't worry, Pilsner. I can touch for the both of us.
Kilara, too.
Ah!
Enough
You
fun.
two are not on touch duty. Because we don't know what the fuck's down here, and if we need to kill it, I need you two on lookout.
Right.
You're on kill duty. Your favorite duty, yes?
Yes!
Kilara is already thinking of loopholes.
She just scoots forward.
Now, if it moves and is hostile, Belza!
She's just sitting there, like, looking at, like,
He probably just like,
We're not done.
it'll be fine.
sticks her head back in the tunnel.
You know what?
What?
You lookout duty. Don't. If it moves and is hostile to us, kill it with impunity. You too, Kilara.
Woo!
Alright. At least it'll be a little
Alright.
fun to find something.
Because that leaves me and Key on
Kind of just,
inspection.
and then moment of, should I, or looks over to Lexa, you be doing the mapping?
I'm on it. Goodness sakes. Pulls out, some parchment and such and just starts kind of mapping out the location. I do agree
Alright.
with Silas, though, in this case. Please don't break shit.
Sure.
Now let's take a look. Yeah. What is this? Looks over at the altar and the orbs, and he's gonna investigate the area.
Investigation or Arcana, your choice.
Ooh, I'm good at both of those. Let's try Arcana. I'm feeling lucky because investigation's done nothing but screw me. Look at that!
So with that, you can tell that this definitely does have some magical effect. The idea being that once enough things are triggered, an effect will result.
Interesting. It seems, and Key, this might be more of your specialty, that this thing requires specific triggers and then something will appear here.
She'd probably be like looking at one of the other pools going, really? Probably kind of looking towards like the different ways. Something in each direction?
Well, let's not split up and find out.
No,
Well,
probably
Let me
all
rephrase.
pick away and go from there.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Kilara, left or right?
I'm going to ponder for a sec, kind of leaning over. They shook out of it. They were leaning over on their boomerang, and they'll say, right. Okay,
All right.
they'll kind of
Right it is. You can take point.
So is that
Probably
to this right?
way.
okay? I will take a point then. And I'll have my
Sure.
big giant boomerang in my hands. It doubles as a great club.
So you start to make your way down this pathway. And the first thing that comes to vision is that you see that there is an increase in webbing. Spider
Okay.
webbing to be precise.
Okay.
It's not drastic yet, but you can see the faintest traces of it starting to line the cave walls.
All right. I'll start seeing that, and I'll start stealthing. I'll look back kind of over my shoulder and just kind of put my hand, like, kind of pushing down, trying to signal, like, to stay low, stealth, kind of.
Okay.
I can pick
And,
that.
and I'll take a step forward around this corner to take a peek at what the room looks like.
Make me a perception check.
Perception coming right up.
Or perception.
It's a 15, boss.
Well, boss, it looks like it's a very unstable area. You
Uh-oh.
worry that if you go too deep into it, it could cause problems.
Okay. Like the floor would fall out, or like what?
You're worried more about what's above you than below you.
Oh. I'll start looking up. Like, is there anything indicative on the ceiling? Something that would be, like, genuinely terrifying?
More like a bunch of stalactites that are very unstable on the
Okay.
ceiling. As it looks like they're really that faint traces of spider thread that you were seeing.
Yeah.
That's literally all that's holding this stuff up.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll put my left hand up while looking at the ceiling to my friends behind me and say,
There seems to be... Maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's just unintentional, but... This place could collapse at any second. And I wouldn't want anybody to get stuck beneath the rubble. We'd be here all day digging it out.
Understandable.
Would be nice.
Mm.
We are gonna have to go that way somehow. Probably like coming back over here, looking over that way. Maybe this way loops around.
does it
That
look
would be assumption.
Does it look like if I were to throw my boomerang up there or throw something else up there, that maybe I could make it collapse and it would be something we could walk over?
Roll
I get-
me an insight check.
An insight. Interesting. 17? That's pretty good for me.
Face value, you're like, yeah, I could just chuck something up there, everything triggers, it all falls.
Yeah.
But then you kind of remember what's above you, and the fact that you got a whole sewer system and other layers of rocking and such.
Oh, you.
And you were already kind of warned about the instability of certain things. It's like, just don't go too ham with it.
Yeah.
So you really do kind of feel like if you do hit that, it's going to cause that whole section to fall down.
Okay. I'll put the boomerang away.
Oh, Kilara, you're not using the boomerang.
No, not yet. I got a bad feeling about that, and I don't want to get stinky.
Just confirming,
What's your bad feeling
you're
on
you're
My
recommending
mistake.
probably not that path?
Yeah, probably not. Unless you really think you can get through there without triggering something, then
I don't want to find out.
yeah.
And she'll kind of quickly make some notes, like do an X over that one area you're about to go through, like, not there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like,
All right.
so this pathway it is then.
Feels like a
Well,
sleep
let's let
slide.
someone a little more healthier go forward. Elsa,
Just
your
kind of
turn.
Yay, my turn.
Good point.
I'm going to stick towards the back on
You know-
this one so that we have somebody in the back who can take a hit.
Silas is gonna put his arm out and be like, just wait a minute. Keep going, Belza, you're doing great.
Scoot, 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 scoot.
Back up one square.
Okay.
Make me, as you kind of go to this first area, make me a dexterity saving throw.
whole 12.
That's enough. As you kind of go through this first one, and you notice, like, right at the last moment, you kind of step on something and you see a faint glow under your foot. And then you kind of look around and be like, what the fuck happened? And you realize there's a small little jet on the wall as it blasts out fire. But you're able to kind of catch it just in time and duck out of the way.
Wow!
So that it is, you avoid the damage.
And that's why I told us to wait a little bit.
Hut, hut, hut.
Seeing the soft glow of flame.
And
Alright, should
he
be good
just-
to go now.
Ha!
Ladies first.
Careful! Fire traps! Can I check that
There's
out
just
to
a
see
moment of-
what caused that?
Sure. Make me a perception check. In fact, because you saw the glow under your foot, make it with advantage.
Probably just a moment of like fire trap. Gotta watch where we step.
You can actually more clearly tell now that there are glyphs that have been etched into the floors. It's very old, though. They've been here for a long time. So it's kind of hard to see unless you, like you've accidentally triggered one. Once you've done that, it makes it a little bit more obvious. So long as you're actively engaging and looking for it, you'll probably have an easier time finding them.
Fire magic. It's probably better that I get hit by it than you guys. Just watch your step.
It's why you went first, Belza.
Yay! I'm useful!
And it's just a
You've
moment of,
always
like,
been useful.
probably shouting towards Alexa of like, I'm not sure if this way is any good or not, but probably mark where the glyphs are, whether we find them the hard way or not.
Right.
This is why Belza's in front.
But yeah, feel free to keep going.
And I'll point them out as I see them. Just, whoop, hot foot.
Or step on him in this case. Ah?
Yeah, you're able to, like, it's so short, you're easily able to kind of hop over them to avoid them.
Okay.
But yeah, another path comes around, and you got another set of, or another area. And Belza, make me another perception check with advantage.
31.
And make room.
Belza
you're
on high
easy.
alert today.
And it's very easy to spot the next set as you see more glyphs kind of popping up. And you realize that the middle section here spikes.
Oh, that one's risky. Don't step on those. Scoot around if you can.
The good news is this one was an easy plan where they actually made it so that you could go around.
Don't end up shish kebabbed.
Easy.
Another one done. Okay.
Belza, you're really like firing in all cylinders today.
I know, I'm
We
surprised
all
too.
are.
I'm equally kind of impressed. And Belza, make me one final check.
Same shtick.
Same shtick.
19.
Yeah, slam dunk. As you, in this case, you see what, like, this one was probably the hardest to see, but because it actually kind of camouflages with the floor. In the sense that brown and green, if kind of smudged together the right way, it almost blends in really well. But you're at least able to catch that glyph. And, yeah.
Oop.
If you want to trigger it, Godspeed.
I'll kind of point it out and be careful. Avoid it. Step over.
In
Obviously.
fact, I'll say, Belza, with your track record of these so far, you see a pair of jets on the side walls that kind of give you the hint as to another one of those things. Got it.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
If you don't want to end up as a crisp, don't step there. Just over like this.
Alright. Easy.
Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Okay.
And you're free to keep on going to the next big area. As you kind of finish up this space and move on forward, and you realize that this is... You see that webbing kind of lining the walls again, Kilara. And eventually you figure out that, yeah, the source of that webbing, it's here.
Oh.
It's here. In this big room.
Oh no.
As you see that it's a natural cavern, and the ceiling being obscured by thick, dusty webs. You even see cocoons in here that are hanging down from the large mass. Their bottoms dangling about 10 feet above the floor.
Well, that's
You see...
Okay. You said that I saw these webs before in the other room.
Mhm.
So I'm going to start kind of grabbing at my friends to make sure that they don't walk forward into the room. And I want to look up to the ceiling to be sure that nothing's about to fall on our heads.
You look up,
Mm-hmm.
and the only thing you see, besides the thick, dusty webbings and such, is that you see there are two cocoons that particularly catch your eye.
Oh.
One is of a tall figure,
Tall
and
figure.
the other's a short one. And there's a
One
hand
of those
dangling out of it, missing a finger.
Well, judging by the reports, was any of the people sent down here matching a missing finger on a hand?
You know there was one tall person, one short person. Nothing about a missing finger, though.
Probably just looking
We're
at
gonna
the
have
two
to cut
cocoons.
those down.
Might be the missing people.
I will say, as you're processing that thought, though, there is one other particular thing, Kilara, as you're kind of focusing up and inspecting,
Yeah.
that becomes a little bit more obvious.
Okay.
As, you see eyes staring down at you. So
I
just
see
two red, beady eyes blinking down at you. Then it becomes 8. And then 16.
Guys. Do you see those eyes?
I see 2 sets of 8 pairs of eyes that equals spiders. Math says kill it with fire and or big stick. Belza, you're up.
Crunchy, crunchy!
Roll initiative!
Yay! Click
And-
your token.
Make sure,
before.
yeah, that's
Just
a
checking. No, we didn't have any sort of rest between the mission and the and our practicals, right?
Fuck, my internet decided
I
to-
would say... Let me ask this. Are you... Because I know you're checking for your rage. Does it restock on a short or a long rest?
Long rest.
Yeah, no long rest, sadly.
Okay, I'll roll with the one last rage I have.
Rock with what you got.
Rock with what I got.
Rock with what you got.
Ooh.
And let's see. I'm gonna just get that out of the way. Neat. And turn, be gone. And the fun of multitasking.
it's not that bad.
Nah, it could be worse. And what about our spider babies? What did they get?
Okay, and real quick,
Okay.
while this is all getting set up, be right back.
10-4. Okay, my traditions of shitty dice rolls for monsters continues. Alright, the stage is set. Everything looks to be in order. And we are ready to rock. Kilara, you are first. What would you like to do?
Do we want some combat music?
I'm changing it over now. I got you.
Okay.
And
What sort of action would it be to check and see if maybe I've encountered one of these creatures before, if I have some familiarity or anything?
me a history or nature check.
A history or a nature?
Mhm.
Oh boy. Those are both zeros. I'm gonna go with nature. Hey! Pretty good.
You know for certain about one thing. These are giant spiders. They are very much the idea of what you'd expect for a spider, just
Yeah.
big. They're big ass fucking spiders. And to clarify one other piece, as we're getting things set up, these spiders are hanging from the ceiling. Not super bad, but like, about 10 feet-ish up.
Okay.
And oh dear, I see something that might need to be handled.
Yep.
Those are very big fucking spiders.
Question: Can you? Is the stream still firing? It's still firing. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
What do you mean? What the fuck's happening?
So I have that thing saying the OBS has crashed, but the stream's still running.
Okay.
Just
Don't touch it.
no.
Don't touch it.
I'm not touching it. It's fine. Cause like I see the stream still running. So bibbity boppity. Yeah,
It
lost.
continues on.
Anyway.
All right.
No. The forbidden blue screen.
But yes. Like I said, it's about 10 feet up, so
Okay.
a little creativity, but nothing too serious.
All right.
But you're first. What do you want to do?
I want to pull out that big boomerang, pull it above my head, give it one spin, kind of like when you take off a shirt and spin it above your head. Kind of that vibe. Give it one big spin, grab it with the other hand, and wing it hard at these one of these spiders.
All right. You want to go for closer or farther?
Let's go for the farther.
You got it. Make it so.
Let's see. 23 to hit.
Definitely hits. Give me that
Heck yeah.
damage.
And that is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Actually, is it? No, I think that is correct. It should be. Nope, it did not factor it in. Since it is thrown weapon, I gain +2 to the. I think. Let me see if it's just +2 damage to the. Yeah, so it's +2, so 13 damage.
You got it. Anything else?
I will catch it on the rebound and ready myself. I'm going to back up to give my friends a little bit more room to work with. And I will call it good.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Moving on down the docket. Belza, you are up. What do you want to do?
1, I would like to rage. I'm gonna make sure I have
Rage!
that down. And I would actually like to use my grappling hook to try to hook one of the spiders and slam it into the ground to get it into my range. No more ceiling for you, bitch boy!
In that case... what would be a good roll
Which,
for this?
her grappling hook is an
Go
enormous
on, just
fish
make
hook.
me a... Yeah, make me an attack roll. Let's just see. Depending how high you do, we'll see if we can get you to drag it down.
Would we
Let's
count
start by
this
getting you to hit first.
as kind of like a javelin?
Sure, go for it.
We'll just use the javelin as a standard.
Javelin's fine.
Going on! I think it worked. Oh, is it not showing?
Oh,
yeah. A little bit.
Yoink!
Beautiful.
Not even good. I was gonna make you do a check, but yeah, you don't need it. Give me the damage.
Fuck yeah.
Is
You
this
and
just full
spider
damage,
fishing.
or is this like we'll just use javelin just straight?
Yeah, double the dice, include the modifiers, the usual stuff.
Down here, bitch boy.
Oh, that's still beautiful.
And whatever falling
and you
damage
know
you want
what?
to take.
Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna include your rage with that, just because I like that. So math and a slam down on the ground, and we'll just say, okay, damn. Cool. Yeah, that slam hits hard, as this one is on the ground and not looking good at all. And with that, it is now your backup's turn. And she is probably gonna want to just be not getting close to that, because bump that shit. Yeah, she's probably just gonna do that, just to kind of help with the general process. You see her pull out like a bag of sand and chuck it over towards these spiders. And they're both going to make dex saves.
Pocket sand.
They're both going to succeed.
Oh.
She tried. As you see, like, it kind of hits the ceiling by mistake, and what looks to be like glitter kind of falls out. And it's like, oh, shit. Good luck, and actually, so kind of look at Key and give a slap on the ass, like, yeah, go get him, you got this. Take Bardic Inspiration, Key. But that is it. Key, what do you want to do?
There's still one on the ceiling, yes?
Yes, the one without the dot is on the ceiling.
Ah. That one's gonna be feeling a little spicy, because she's just kind of like, alright, one on the ground, doesn't look too good. They got it, no issues there. The one up top, however, little flame in hand and flick.
And that will hit. Give me the damage. Very nice. Alright. And with that, it is their turn. As they're both kind of getting that fight or flight mode, and they're choosing to fight. The one that's down below is going to start dealing with Belza, or trying to. Giving a good old nibble. With a +5 to hit. And that will definitely hit.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
As you
Not a crit,
take
not a
7
crit.
points of piercing damage. And Belza,
Reduce
make
the
me a
roll.
con save. Oh, half would be 3. And then a con save.
Okay, Belza, you're usually good at these. I will actually use that inspiration.
Use it!
That's better, honey.
There you go. Yeah, you feel... You're kind of like, oh, that ain't nothing, it's fun. Why do I see the world spinning?
Oh.
And then you kind of adjust yourself and you kind of keep it together. But yeah, it's spicy. You don't want to be nipped by that. And the other spider is going to use their movement to kind of go across the webbing on the walls and such down. And then, to you, Belza. In fact, they'll get a little bit closer. But they're both on the ground. They both look like shit.
This is what she's for.
And another attempt at a nibble. It succeeded. For another 7 points of piercing. And I need another con save.
Oh, man.
Alright, this is what Belza is for. 16.
You are fine. Again, that whole moment where you didn't think it was possible to get drunk off of poison spider venom, but no, it's actually a thing.
Just Belza get bit by some you hear. I'm having a good time! Wow!
Kilara gets a little jealous.
Moving on to Silas.
All right. I'm going to step back a little bit. Maybe one more. I'm going to take my shot of Eldritch Blast against that one over there.
Make it
Hopefully
so.
we hit. Does the 13 hit?
It does not.
And that's my turn. Warlock, baby!
Relax. With that, we are back at the top. Kilara,
I want to do something a little weird and chaotic.
what's your weird and chaotic? Let's hear it.
So he's only 5'4", yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, don't
I-
you dare.
I'm going to, I'm going to yell, duck! And I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to see this wall behind me. I want to put 1 foot up on the wall and push off to leap over Silas while throwing the boomerang at the far spider so that I could possibly land on the other side of him. And before catching it, because it would come through her, I want to try basically leapfrogging or like rolling over the back in front of, using all of my movement to basically land here, hopping over my 2 teammates and catching it on the rebound so that it doesn't hurt either of my teammates.
Okay. So
I don't know what
I'll
all
give
goes into
this-
that, though.
I'll give this in 2 parts, because it's pretty easy to tell your friends, hey, get your asses down, and they'll duck. I would hope they duck.
Mm-hmm.
Duck, I don't say waterfowl here.
As I stuff you to the ground.
So let's start with this part, because we're gonna make sure you get your hit in. Roll the hit for the spooter.
Okay. Ooh, natural 1. Actually,
Okay.
could I use that inspiration?
And take the 23? Yeah, absolutely.
If that's how it works, unless you want me to re-roll it.
I'll allow it. It's fine.
Get it out of our system. Get it out of our system.
Yes. Let's start with a
and-
win, guys.
Yeah, starting with the win. Give
What do
me
you
the
mean?
damage.
I've been winning all night.
That would be only 9 plus 2 for 11 damage.
That's enough though, as you end up going for like where the head and the teeth kind of are. Like you go for the teeth, and it kind of ends up like splitting the head in half.
Hell yeah!
As it goes. Now for the fun part.
Yeah!
Make me an acrobatics check.
Alright, so first of all, I put 1 foot up on the wall, leaping off, I swing and throw the boomerang and try and land on my feet in front of Silas, and I roll a 12 to do that?
So it starts off good. You easily are able to kind of like punt Silas to the ground and
Sorry,
use
Silas.
the wall run. And then as you get to the middle, he doesn't quite register in time, and you kind of end up like bumping into her. The last one's like, "Oh shit, sorry," and then you see the boomerang come back, and it's like, "Oh, sorry," you push the head down again to get the boomerang.
Oh, so very sloppy. Just us crashing into each other. What is in their head is this whole cinematic, like, I'm flying over, I land on 1 foot, roll with my back over Key's back, and land and catch it, looking all cool. What actually happens is I leap off the wall, bump into Silas, knock him forward, I land awkwardly, smack into Key, and then have to, like, frantically grab the boomerang before it smacks both of us. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay!
I will say, to be fair, if you want to finish your movement normally, you can do it with like difficult movement to kind of like, excuse me, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna catch this, and I'm basically just hugging Kisora at this point with the boomerang, like, this doesn't normally happen, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna, like, inch around and be like, excuse me, excuse me. Yep.
There you go.
I can just picture like when like the whole like bumping to Key, you just be like, huh, what? And then like the getting ducked down to like catch things, just yeet. And then just hitting the
so
foot, it's like, oh, that's what's going on. I thought you were trying to get me to do something else.
Yeah. And then I turn around to face them, and that's my turn.
All right.
Yay.
With that, let us move on down the docket to Belza. Can you finish the madness of the spooter?
I don't know. Can the anchor finish the spooter?
I think so.
Next question. Does the damage have to be rolled?
Well then.
Go ahead and roll me the damage. I don't think it's gonna matter, but it doesn't matter.
Goodbye,
It doesn't.
Oh my god.
Crunchy spider.
I think Mrs. Azalea quoted best. Juice. Spider juice everywhere.
Yes.
As you have 2 dead spooters.
That was fun!
Kilara's never been more happy to be covered in spider guts. Like, yeah! Good kill!
Meanwhile, he's just like, better you two than me.
Even Lexa looks a little grossed out. She's like, Sissy, I'll clean you up in a bit, okay? Please don't hug me like that.
That was good.
Silas. And this is why I'm in the back.
Yeah, I can respect that. But with that, it is time for our break. We're going to take about 5 minutes just to kind of catch our breaths, hydrate or dehydrate, etc. And when we get back, we will continue exploring the dungeon.
Okay. Woo! BRB.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Going to break on a good
See
note.
y'all then.
Oh no. Oh, now it happens.
And we're live on my side.
I'm glad you're live on your side. I'll
Oh.
be leaving myself back live in a second.
But yeah, how's
It's
everyone
finally
doing?
happened.
We were warned. We're trying to start safe
Damn it.
entries.
Okay, well, while that's resetting, I actually do have to go pee. I just realized after I sat down, so I'll be right back.
Go to the
Guys.
bathroom.
But yeah, we're doing this big thank you to those who have followed since last time.
And
Big
I'm gonna
thank
change
you.
the stream title because it's funny.
Shit
Part
stuff.
session 1, part 2.
Welcome to the
Okay.
scuff.
Never fails.
Never
swear.
fail.
What is it that you said? Oh shit, I was about to be doing dumb. What did you say, Luna? If it ain't scuff, it ain't stream.
Damn straight.
If it ain't scuff, it ain't stream.
If it ain't scuff,
And
it ain't
we
us.
are, and we are back. Thank you for those that stuck around. As you could probably suspect, my OBS was being a bitch again. But we are back at it.
Nothing new there.
Nothing new there. I will say, in a joking manner, we were warned. We just didn't heed the advice. Because we all saw it. We all saw the crash. It decided to give us, what, a 20-minute notice?
Something like that. Yeah. Roughly.
Oh, but yes, welcome back, everybody, as we are back in the madness of things. First off, for those that are new to this as the first time visit, we mainly run this on Twitch, but we are trying to share the love with other places, like Luna's Kick, and we also have VODs up on YouTube in a couple of different areas. But the big mission right now is we're trying to get to 50 followers on Twitch so we can hit affiliate. The idea being that once we do that, we can then start doing things like points that will allow you to actually alter the game in real time. Some examples that we've had in mind have been things like giving advantage, giving disadvantage. Lexa is my DMPC character, and she won't be in every session, but if you want the opportunity to see her in session, consider that a way to get her in there. And of course, from our prologue scenarios, yes, Silas in a maid dress, we are planning that.
With the
But yeah,
pretty
the
boy
only
in
way
maid
we can
dress.
make that happen, though, the only way we can make that happen, though, is if we get to that affiliate status. And we are 14 away. That is how close we are right now.
Really
Yep.
exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which, with that, time to give some thanks. Post-Thanksgiving thank yous.
Woo!
So with that, from the last D&D stream we did, thank you to the following people. Couchhold Guild, Captain Nico Morgan, the Trojan Virus, Trojan, Ray Lurks, Slimy Dylan, Jellyfish Blues, and Kim Fox. Thank you guys for following. You're helping make this a reality and get us those steps closer to the doing some really cool stuff. On top of that, we got to give thank you to our people that help make the content that we're using here. For example, to start with an easy one, this big ass map. This map is huge, and helps us do a lot of cool, fun things. And this is made by a content creator by the name of Chesapeake. In fact, we've used a lot of their maps in various sessions as we've been preparing. We used them in the Heart of the Arts Carnival. We used them for the prologue, for the interviews and such. We've used them in a lot of different ways. So thank you, Chesapeake, for that. We appreciate it. And if you want to go support them, you will find the link in the Twitch chat popping up right about now. and you can go see all of the cool maps they have. They have a Patreon, and they also have them on Roll20 where you can just purchase the individual maps. Chef's kiss, it's great shit. On top of that, we have a couple of other ones that we want to say thank you to. We haven't used them too much yet.
Yeah, let's
but
go
we
rapid fire
have-
with them because
I
we're
know.
5 minutes
I'm
into
go-
credits and nobody likes these.
I know, I'm on it. Next up, we have James RPG Art. They help us with our fancy backdrops. And last but most certainly not least, well, two more. We have this particular one that is our office that we used for a session today, doing interior stuff from Roll20. And last but not least, our music has been done by the absolute batshit madman, Kevin MacLeod. Thank you for all the crazy music that you've let us use during this stream. Okay, let's get this back on the road. When we last left off, you guys committed the violence to spooters, and you also found a couple of cocoons that have oddly shaped bodies in them that you suspect might be related to your mission down here. Just a thought. What do y'all want to do?
All right. Should we get them down, or do you think we should just, leave them up there for the time being until we're on our way out?
I was hoping you were going to throw your boomerang to get them down.
And it's just kind of if Kilara doesn't want to throw the boomerang, produce flame just on the finger, grin.
You might roast them.
Yes.
Everybody at the same time just being like, no, wait!
Cut him down, I'll catch him.
All right. Do we want to do that now, or do we want to wait until we're on our way out?
Best to do it now, just to confirm it's not them.
All right.
I will aim, thumb, kind of catch the wind and be like,
All right.
and then I'll wing it up there, yeah. I'll knock the
Alright.
tall one down first.
I'll go ahead and say you can easily just get them with the swings. I'm not making you roll for this part.
Okay.
But you start with the tall one, open it up, and it's actually an orc.
Oh.
Looks to be kind of more of a criminal vibe. They seem to be in rags. You see a few tats on them that look like you actually see one that looks like a wyvern with a black wyvern with wings. They even seem to have like a etched out beholder head on their shoulder.
Would I happen to recognize anything on this character?
Go on ahead and make me a history check or an insight check. Your choice.
Actually, my insight's too higher, so I'll do that. Ho-ho! I know everything. This guy used to be my neighbor.
Yes, it's your neighbor, Chuck! No, I'm kidding. In all realities, you will definitely recognize those tats.
Mhm.
They are for two major criminal guilds. And the fact that this dude has both of them on his arm, probably a fun story if you want dead. Because one of them is the Zentarum Guild.
Okay.
They are known for more of their political criminal shenaniganry, although they do assassinations and such as well.
Okay.
The other is the Xanathar Guild, which is pure chaotic evil on crack. They are
Okay.
run by a beholder, and most of the people in there are there partially because they understand that if they try to leave, they're gonna get killed.
As I'm squatting down, kind of just sitting on my heels with my, doing that thing where you just kind of squat down and set your butt on your heels, but your knees are up off the ground, looking over them, and I just like,
Yeah, this guy was in some deep stuff. Bad news, but looks like he's dead.
Well, tis a shame. What about the other corpse?
Not sure, but this guy's affiliated with Xanathar Guild and another.
you said a thieves guild, yeah?
The Zentarum, yes.
The Zentarum, okay.
and Zentarum. So maybe there's more.
Might be a little bit of a going to a fight. Spider's got the drop on him kind of deal.
Could be.
Which, as you crack open the second one, it becomes very clear, yeah, that's Constable Boot, all right. He's a gnome, and you recognize the uniform instantly. That's City Watch. Why he's missing a finger, you don't freaking know. But, but yeah, it's very, and you can also tell at this point as you have them side by side, the decay rate. Boot, you can tell like he's just barely starting to decay a little bit. Meanwhile, the other one, he has been rotting away for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Bit right.
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I inspect the hand to see if the finger that was cut off was the ring finger? And if so, was there potentially a ring on there, like the bruising or something?
Sure. Insider medicine.
All right. An 11.
So you know for certain it's definitely the ring finger. That part's a given. Whether or not there was a ring on and such, it's a little hard to tell. You can see what looks to be like there's a little extra oxidation from where it looks like whatever was on there was bitten clean off. But it's about all you got.
Bitten like by spider? Or by something more humanoid?
Hard to tell.
Do I know if this is like a common practice amongst like someone or maybe a calling card of a guild?
Kilara, make me a history or medicine check. Your choice.
Oh man.
History for your memory, insight for maybe trying to connect some more dots.
Wait, I thought you said medicine.
Oh, sorry. Did my medicine? You're right. My brain skipped a beat. Good job, brain. High five me. Do medicine. Yeah, there 16? We go. And that's perfect, actually. As you can kind of tell, you do see more clear of a bruising on the base of the finger. So that, first off, you can confirm for Silas, yeah, he had a ring on. Ain't there anymore. But the second thing you can tell... The second thing you can tell, though, for certain is that it's definitely not a spider bite that got that ring off the finger. It still looks very animalistic, though. It wasn't done by a human.
Okay. I'll point to the hand and be like, I think your idea is correct. The finger was bitten off by somebody. This is not just a spider or something. And it looks like there was a ring. I think you're right.
Alright, so someone really wanted that ring. Alright then.
Kind of looking over at like the pathway and going, so, further down we go?
Hold on. Might be something more.
Belza? Because you're right there, make me a quick perception check. Go ahead, Silas.
No, but that was just kind of like, hold on, let's see if there's something more. Belza's making a perception check, and that's kind of leading into it.
Make me a perception check, Belza. Yes, you.
Okay.
Okay. So, it is very blatant what you hear. You hear two very contrasting sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Over in this let me get my layers right. Over in this direction, you hear the sounds of insectoids again. The clicking of legs and the clacking of mandibles. Fairly obvious. Over on this side, you hear panicked, afraid sounds.
Immediately, Elsa perks up.
Like humanoid panicked sounds.
She immediately goes, oh, they might be alive. Come on. Low and slow, more spiders.
I'm gonna go stealth.
Oh, hold on. Exa? Mark the gnome as dead.
Of course. We'll collect the corpse on our way back for proof of death.
Alright. You first. Show us how it does it.
And I'm gonna try to be stealthy enough to get past at least the spiders, because we've got a possible survivor on our hands.
Okay.
Thoughts for later.
And like I said, to clarify, this way
Nope.
you have more of the insectoid sounds. This side you have more of what sounds like panic.
Sick.
Yeah.
So she's just bolting, I guess, for the,
Panic sounds.
yeah.
Go ahead and move. As you kinda-
Mhm.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I prepare a just in case to get the drop on them. I've got a net on my pack, and I'm grabbing that net.
Okay.
Why are you
as
pulling out?
Go ahead. You're good.
No, I asked, why are you pulling out a net?
Don't worry about it. You'll come in handy. You see.
Alright, I'll believe it when I see it.
Belza, as you come into this next room, you see in one of the little holes in the corner something shiny.
Hmm?
Is what pokes out. It looks to be like a pot, and he's holding and it's cleared out. Yeah, it's a goblin with a pot on his head, and he's holding a stick.
And what's causing his panic?
He kind of just is like pointing around all over like the room. You see this little stick like points to the ceiling, points to the floor, points one way, points the other. It just is like on a circuit of just paranoia and panic.
Step over. Hey!
Yeah,
Oh, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I am the mighty Drip.
And we're the rescue team.
Could Kilara try and sneak around this side to get behind them to get the drop on him?
Yes. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay. I have net. Me 3.
It's not hard to stealth behind this dude. He's in full panic mode.
So I'm like doing that like tiptoe exaggerated, holding this net out, like looking to Belza like,
Yeah, don't worry. I got him.
All right, little buddy.
Trip, no. Trip, no. Trip danger. Trip danger.
It's clear, and she kind of points back at the passage we came through. There's a couple glyphs, but it's clear that way.
Bigger danger.
Bigger danger. What'd you see?
Bigger danger. Big.
The spiders? 2 of the spiders are dead
No.
that way.
Big crawler. Scuttles.
Crawler.
Yes.
What's it look like?
And you see him kind of like puts his arms out super wide. It just makes that little gnashing pincer vibe.
8 eyes?
No. 2?
2 eyes. How many legs?
He starts counting on his fingers and he runs out of fingers.
Ooh, big sucker. Keep
I
down.
gave the
Keep safe.
picture.
We'll let you know when
Give
it's
the
clear,
picture,
okay?
Key and Silas both just like listening to this and just kind of. So, centipede of sorts.
Can we make a cross-reference of creatures that we know about?
mhm.
Everybody can make me either a history or a nature check.
Meanwhile, Kilara is just looming over behind this poor little gobbo with a net like, oh, we're not going to capture him?
Wait, fuck, wrong one. Don't mind me being dumb.
History or nature?
Ooh!
Hey, Silas!
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's probably on par for the course.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And what about you, Belza?
This would be nature?
Nature or history? Your choice.
They're the same.
Okay.
Actually, not terrible.
Go. So, it's 50-50. Silas, Belza, you both have the vibe, or Belza, you kind of agree with the idea. It sounds like a centipede vibe. Silas, you kind of... Let me ask this, Silas. I'll save the crit clarification for just a little bit. But you definitely get the idea as the centipede. Judging from the fear and the expansions, you can tell it's probably a very large creature. Definitely not the same size as what you've been dealing with.
So it's bigger, but centipede in nature. Well then,
Hearing
This
that
is
we're
for big
dealing
Corey.
with something that I'm not familiar with. Pretty much the same shit. All right.
Knock back a potion if we're gonna be dealing with big prey.
You are definitely going to need that.
I'm right up on this gobbo. He's a goblin?
Yes, he's a goblin.
I'm right up on this guy. I'm literally standing over top of him with a net. Can I like get a vibe like for what he's got on him? He has a thing on his head, obviously.
He has a pot on his head and he has a stick.
Yeah.
But yes, roll me an insight check.
Okay. It's a 19. Does he seem like he's maybe misleading us or doing something like, is this like some weird thing of like, go over there, there's a big monster and it's gonna like lead us into a trap or otherwise?
So he's being very genuine with his fear.
Yeah.
And you can tell that this has been like a predetermined, like in case of emergency, do this action.
Okay.
As you can tell, like, even like as he's pointing the wand, being like, I'm gonna cast magic, it's very clear, like, it really is just a fucking stick. He can't do shit.
Okay. So he's not a threat.
He is not a threat in the slightest bit.
He's just a little bit of a dingus and
He's
Yes,
just a little bit of a
Alright.
dingus.
gotcha.
Then, may Silas make a perception check to see if he has the ring on him?
Sure, go for it. While you do that, I'm gonna be making a check for Lex as well, like, see if she realizes something for you all.
Ah, Silas, you were doing
Also,
it today.
Has he noticed me yet, or am I still invisible to him, basically?
Oh, he's turned. I'll say probably after a little bit, he turns around, he screams in a panic, and he tries to go into the tunnel that's like right below him, and he loses the pot, and the pot kind of just dangles up on top of the little hole.
Oh. I lift the pot.
You see literally what in our terms looks like Cousin It looking back up at you.
Aww. Does he, I guess, let everybody else's rolls, do they notice a ring?
Silas, you do not see a ring.
Hmm.
And
Is he
Lex
still
is
attached?
busy documenting stuff. He is not. He's just literally kind of like scuttled under, like just a little bit in like one of the corners of this little tunnel.
Mhm.
Just a little hair blob, just looking up.
Had to look over. Well, you stay under your pot. I'm sure they won't notice you under there. Be safe, okay?
Yes. Ceiling weak. You tap ceiling, maybe swish.
You think we could collapse it on top of it and kill it?
Yeah.
Another of those rooms. Thank you, little
We're
guy.
going to need bait. Looks at the goblin.
I don't think he'd survive.
We're gonna
Yeah,
need
he'd
to
be
look at
perfectly-
Goblin. Meanwhile, Key just kind of like, well, pretty sure all of us would qualify for that.
No, I prefer none of us to be bait. Plus, this goblin wasn't on the list of people sent down here.
Oh, come on. He's just a little gobbo. He's kind of cute.
Should at least be able to, like, maybe defend yourself a little better.
I'm going to take a little bit of cloth off of something in my pack. I've got like a handful, like a bedroll or something. I'm just going to take just a little bit of cloth, and I want to wrap it around his stick and make a torch. So at least it feels like because he seems, the vibe I got was that he was pretending to cast magic. Yeah.
He was, yes.
So I want to give him a quote unquote fire spell.
Aww.
I'm gonna wrap it around, and I have a tinderbox, so I'm gonna light it, and then light his torch, and be like,
There. Now, you can cast fire.
Yeah. I got magic.
And you see him kind of scuttle a little deeper in the tunnel that he's been hiding in.
Mhm.
And he comes out with a potion and a scroll.
Hey!
okay.
Well, resourceful
Oh.
little fucker, ain't ya?
Partner, let me borrow. We're supposed to research hard.
Well,
We
Let's
got
go
some smart
there.
people on the team. They can figure it out. Thanks, little buddy. You stay safe in here,
And he
okay?
hands. And literally with that, he just kind of scuttles back into the little hole.
Okay.
And I'll
With his little torch.
This little torch. You can actually see, like, even in the deep dark of this little tunnel, you see the little glow. And he's like,
Aw.
I'm sticky.
and I'll hand off the potion and the scroll to the smart ones. See?
The
Silas
potion's
will,
easy
like-
to tell. It's another potion of healing.
Oh, hey.
Oh, nice. Hand that back to Belza and say, potion of healing replacement.
Thanks.
And as for the scroll, as soon as my brain cell can fire again, because I made
Everybody
notes
in
for this.
chat who's watching, just remember in your own home games, always be nice to the little gobbo. You can adopt them, you can do whatever, but just be nice to them. They give you free things and they're real chill. It's gotta be cool.
Yeah.
Be nice to your friendly
Um,
neighborhood gobbos.
Where is
Or they might have goodies on them. They're like pinatas. If you hit them really, really hard.
Sometimes.
it? Oh
Is-
no!
Elsa comes back. I get a lot of judgment for what I look like. I ain't gonna judge him for his. He's a real sweetie.
Yeah, he's alright. He's got free stuff.
So the other thing that's in
I
there
don't have
is
much familiarity. No.
It's a scroll of fog cloud.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Useful for getting the hell out if need be.
So with that, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we heard sounds on the other side of the tunnel. Let's go there.
Yeah, it was spider gnashing here and unknown this way.
Yep.
I can picture at this point
Think you
just
can handle?
he like looking over at Cyrus like, you sure want to be in front if we're heading that way?
Well, I was hoping to get backwards to allow people to go forwards, but you know, it's up to you all. If you want me to take points.
Scoot.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Kilara will pull up rear. Keep an
Now
eye
I
on
just
her.
picture
I don't want
Like
you to
as he's
become
thinking
Spider
that.
Joe.
It was not the worst thing I've seen in my life. Okay, go for
Let's go.
tally ho.
And knowing something's in
And
here, at
as
least
you're-
gonna try to be subtle.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a stealth check. But also, do me a favor, guys. Put in the Roll20 chat. What's your passive perceptions?
Oh, I hate this.
passive perception.
14.
A little bit of variety. Save us an extra dice roll. Okay. Good.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're relatively perceptive.
You are! In the words of one of my old DMs, you're the perceptive little bastards. In a good way. As you kind of step into this room, you look up to kind of get the vibe of what that goblin was warning you all about. And you can see that the stalactites and such up in the ceiling have those fractures and crevices that seem to go through it as well. So it's fairly obvious that, like, oh, this is what they meant. Break this down and perhaps we can, you know, crush whatever it is.
All right. Game plan. Lure whatever it is to this area. Then I'll shoot down the stalactite and we'll kill it.
Alright. Sure.
Alright.
Pretty good aim myself from range, but I can do either or. Where would you like me?
Well, you can be the second shot in case I miss.
Alright, I'll be the follow-up.
Belza, I'm assuming you're a good runner.
I'm alright.
All you.
If anyone's
Free
gonna
to
be,
move out the cabin.
if anyone's gonna get caught by this thing, it's probably me.
Could I actually, so if Belza's going to go further in, could I follow relatively behind and kind of tuck myself around a corner so that if Belza gets in over her head and gets into a position, I can then leap in and help rather than being super far away.
Yeah, sure.
Basically, if I see
me.
Belza come running back, I'm going to book it back around the corner once she's in a spot. But if she gets stuck, I want to be able to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. And
Yeah.
Belza, you are definitely stealthy. Go ahead and keep on moving up if you want.
I'm just quietly keeping an
Yeah.
eye out.
Yeah. And that's good enough for right now. Go ahead and stop right there. As what you see kind of in one corner seems to be finishing feasting on something. Looks to be like a giant centipede. And as it finishes, it kind of turns around, ready to go looking, and sees you. Will let out a hiss. But yes, you
Come on.
get first blood if you want. If you want to attack it, you can. I'll give you advantage.
Alright, I'm gonna do this at a distance and just basically chunk the hook at it just to piss it off.
Yeah.
Thank God for advantage. 24?
Yeah, that's easy enough to kind of get a stab into it. You kind of end up stabbing it almost in the mouth.
Not a whole lot of
give
damage,
me
just
the
5.
damage. Hey, it's 5.
And I'm gonna start booking it back like, woohoo! 10, 15,
Silas at the ready with an
25,
Eldritch
30.
Blast.
Just like, it's coming!
Alright, yeah, you definitely have the attention as it's going to start kind of scurrying its way through. And Kilara, you see very clearly, yeah, this is a lot fucking bigger than the spooters.
And I did say when Belza got to a point, like past halfway of the room, I was going to book it and try and get ahead of or right behind Belza, so.
Yeah. You are free to move. I'm just kind of giving a little bit of space.
I will run through my teammates and get to the side here and turn around with my boomerang ready. I believe this is Silas's shot.
Yeah, let's drop a cave on this motherfucker.
Take your shot.
This time it's not me dropping on somebody, it's us dropping things on them.
18.
You're gonna hit.
Damn
You're gonna
right.
hit. But give me the damage. It's kind of important for this part.
No! Oh no!
Yeah, you start to see some of the cracks spread,
boy.
but it ain't doing much.
Follow-up
Kilara.
Silas rips out the gun and takes the shot. It's this tiny little sliver of a beam, and he goes, well, shit.
Does that hit the ceiling?
Oh, that definitely hits the ceiling. Just I need the damage.
11 bludgeoning damage.
That is enough to kind of get the trigger off. As you see the fractures kind of start to splinter and such. And right as it's about to get to Belza, the rocks fall.
Hey,
It dies.
maybe? Hopefully?
Oh.
And
I
it's gonna take a good chunk of damage.
easier
It's
time if
going
it's still alive.
Damn!
And math. It is still up, but man, does it look like shit. And with that, roll initiative.
I
Well,
just,
whack it.
I just looked to Silas and be like, well, at least we got a drop on it.
6.
I agree. We certainly dropped something on it.
That's for sure.
Alright.
Shut the fuck up, that was funny.
You did your best.
He might be a little sassy because he didn't do well.
Yeah, wrong button.
It's kind of like when you try, like, the first person to try and open the jar, it's like, well, you loosened it up. You know?
Of
Loosened it up for me.
course.
Oh no, Silas knows for sure he didn't loosen it up. He's still upset that he didn't contribute as much as he wanted to.
Not that I think it's going to last that long, but...
Take your frustrations out on
Yeah.
it, Silas.
Well, Kilara, you got first shot.
Oh, do I? Is it still caught under the rubble?
It's just on the rubble where you kind of think you get up and it's not going to take a lot to get out. And so I thought, like you're in and you're getting at range, it's
Okay. I don't want to hit it weirdly. I have another idea. I want to give Silas a chance at redemption here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I want to try... I have that net, you remember?
Uh-huh.
I want to wrap this net around its mandibles and face and just, like, get on top of it and just, like, pull it back to give him a big target to hit. And try and basically, not really grapple, but
Give the help action.
maybe basically give the help action, yeah.
Go ahead and we'll do the help action. But Kilara, do me a favor. Take
Yes.
one square back.
1 square back. Okay.
Since you kind of in that shit. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
And in the event this thing does get a turn, don't mind me as I paint you with a lovely pink dot. It's fine. Wrong button.
So I basically just jump at it with this net and be like, see, it comes in handy! As I hold it up and just try and, like, give you a big target, like, hit it!
And actually, I think this is a very fitting matter. As Silas, you're kind of processing, like, you're sitting there seeing this. Lex will kind of come behind you, just lean into your shoulders, arms draped over, and be like, you heard them. Hit it. Gives a slap in the ass. Enjoy bardic inspiration.
Why? Woman! Inappropriate workplace!
Like, I can just picture that thing saying, he just going, I don't know, the touch is actually kind of nice.
Silas grumpy face. Yes, I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration. What was the dice for it?
A d6.
I'm not taking chances. That's a 19.
It hits plenty. Give me the damage.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, that's better. As it kind of lands with a thud on the ground, but you still see like the legs kicking and skittering.
Ah, it's still not dead. Well,
I mean, you
good luck, you two.
But with that, yeah, it's this thing's turn. And Kilara, you're on top of it.
I am. Kilara was hoping that we'd kill it by now. We didn't.
+8 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Bippity-boppity-boo. That's definitely
exactly.
gonna hit.
Yeah.
+8, making it a 24. As these little tentacle mandible things kind of get around and like hit you for 4 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to succeed. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. Of 15?
That is enough. As you kind of had that moment where you were jealous of Belza earlier for getting the poison drunk. You also got the poison drunk. But also, why is it hard to move my joints and my knees? You finally just kind of give a good flex and hear everything crack and snap at the same time. So, oh, that's better. We're fine.
Okay.
And it is then going to try to nibble you.
Oh no.
Nibble, nibble, nibble.
Oh no.
And it will succeed for 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But that is it. Belza!
Do I also get the advantage from the grappled?
Yes. Yes,
Fuck
you do.
yeah!
Merker.
24.
That'll hit.
Easy.
So
Give me the
this damn
damage.
double rolling. Sorry, I had to blow out paths.
You're fine.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it. So that'll be... Yep, just 12.
That 12 is enough as you kind of get that final slash in the middle of the body, and it just, yeah, it falls over dead.
I pull its pincers out of me.
Ah,
You good up there?
that hurt a little bit.
Always does.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a sec. Oh,
I uncork a potion.
Good call with the net.
Pop that potion!
Right. 2d4 plus 2. 6 plus 2 for 8.
Yay.
I have most of my hit points
But-
back.
Silas will take out one of his potions and offer it to Belza. Or not Belza, Kilara.
that's all right. You might want to keep it for yourself. I've still got a couple.
I don't plan to get into melee as often, so take it, please. I insist. Plus,
tell you
I apparently have 2 extra.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I go down, I'll trust you to come running up and be my hero. In knight in shining armor, if you will. Pick me up off the ground, please.
You're much too large for me to pick you up reliably, but alright.
Not literally short stuff. I meant with the Never mind.
Silas will just smile. Alright.
Good to know we have a medic on standby at least.
Yeah, because I currently have 2 potions on me, so
I somehow have 3.
I had 1 left over and bought 2 earlier, so
Yeah, from the carnival, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, as you guys kind of finish up and you're kind of collecting, you'll see Lex in the back is giving a sigh. And she had this part of the tunnel, like, mapped out. Just see her, like, scribbling out, like, not that way. Got it.
Alright. Horrid spider sounds then, because unfortunately, we just caved in this way. Of course, there's another way that you all know that I don't.
It's probably just a moment of like, there's still some southern paths we didn't go through.
Let's check on little
We can
buddy.
get back to those in the way.
I
Oi,
agree.
little pal!
As you kind of say that, Bells, you come over, you just hear the little thing like, I cast Firebolt! And it throws the stick out.
The creepy crawler's dead. Good call on the tunnel.
Yeah.
Alright, we came from, and she'll kind of, with the help of hopefully Alexa, just go through this tunnel and down here, and right here's the ladder.
Say, nods fast, and then just next thing you know, she say, it just bolts like mad. But yeah.
One rescued.
Not
to
one
the
we
next.
were told about, but
To be fair, not the ones we're looking for.
Didn't they say rescue any survivors?
yeah, I guess.
No. I thought they said rescue the guards.
Is Bella remembering correctly, or is she just...
I'd say you all remember that. It's one of those deals where if you can rescue people, rescue people. The City Watch, though, had 2 particular requests of, find these 2 at least.
Yeah. Constable and sergeant. We're still missing the sergeant.
Yep.
A elf woman?
A tall elven woman.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's
Well,
rock.
we've confirmed the safety on this one. Belza, you're in lead.
You got it.
You are free to move out the cabin. And I'll say, as you get to this crossroads, you can see, if you backtrack through this way, how it just goes back to that cave lining where the where actually Silas, I'll also say with that nat 20, you immediately kind of get this flash of memory about this thing. It's a carrion crawler.
Oh, that's what I was having trouble remembering. It's called a carrion crawler.
They're one of those things where they're big and scary, but also, to be fair, of all the other creepy baddies you can find underground, it's on the low end of the scale.
There's worse things.
Kilara,
Yes, can confirm.
Kilara is going to kind of notice Lex is pulling up the rear, and Kilara wanted to pull up rear so that if something came up behind us, I could keep everybody safe. So they're gonna like go up against the wall and beckon very way over the top, just a little bit snarkily, kind of like after you.
Oh, why thank you, my liege. And then she'll kind of go back to focusing on, mapping out the dungeon. Which you probably realize is why she's kind of been falling more back, is she's been kind of, you can actually see over her shoulder, she's been doing a pretty damn good job.
And I think because Kilara's noticed the slaps on the ass, and just to hand it back, give a little tap on the butt, and just be, like a little tap on the butt with a wink, like, "Do you, milady?"
I'm going to say we're gonna have to work on our workplace conduit. I am tired. Let's move forward. Fucking underground.
I will say, Killer, as you do that slap, you'll get a little bit of a gasp, but then her tail will kind of curl around your hand and be like, "Oh, that's cute. You want to hold hands?"
I didn't. Kilara's like a little like
Not expecting this. Hold up.
Yep. It's just gonna walk. Yeah, basically, it's just gonna keep walking.
Come on, let's go. But with that, again, to kind of fill in the gaps, again, this way you just realize is a path back looping around to where you just dealt with.
That's where I fled from.
Yeah. Everybody roll me a... Actually, with your passives I've seen earlier, you all definitely can hear a commotion coming from this direction.
Oop.
Next stop. Screaming, shouting, possibly dead person.
This
It
one
might
is
still be
not
alive.
dead. This one is definitely not dead, as you hear coming from inside. Yeah, unhand me, you rapscallions, or I shall murder you in the afterlife! As what you see are, pardon me while I adjust some things.
All that's being said, he'd just probably be like, "Ah, a live one. Very live one."
Layer. There we go. You see, actually, underneath some rubble, what looks to be like... Holy shit, is that a baby dragon?
Huh?
That's an adolescent dragon?
Yeah, check that out.
On top of that, though, you see these weird squid bat things that keep harassing it.
Murder!
Time to help it.
Roll me that sweet initiative.
Hey.
And also, Kilar, you're free to move up closer. Let's see.
I am. Oh, I got a 21, but I'm refreshing my page.
I got you.
Yeah, might take a sec.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna refresh too.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah, sometimes with the digital dice rolls, it does like weirdly lag unless you refresh.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go.
And let's make sure that my
Okay.
shit's working, so I'm just gonna do a test roll.
Oh, did it not save my initiative?
I got you.
Okay.
Blackjack.
Yeah.
And
And
Okay.
I'm
Well,
assuming I'm up
let's,
with everybody.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Unless you want to hang back with Lex, of course she wouldn't mind, but
It was only
Uh,
a kiss. It was only a kiss.
it was only a slap in the ass.
Mhm.
With that
Workplace conduct. That's the word.
Kilara, you're first. What do you want to do?
Well, reflecting on us being an absolute HR nightmare, I am going to. Can I see these creatures from here?
I would say if you move up behind Key, you can definitely see him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to block their path to our bard here, to Lexa.
Oh.
And I'm going to grab the giant-ass boomerang once more and wing it into the room and try and knock one of those things down.
Sounds good. Give me that
Yeah.
attack roll.
Coming right up. It is slow to go now. I rolled, and it's not coming through.
If you want to just give me the number, we can go with that.
I think
well,
with
it's
the dice is going, why?
Yeah, I've clicked it twice, and it hasn't rolled. I'll click it a third time.
Refresh again?
5 minutes later, we get 27 of them.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
That might happen.
Well, there goes 3 rolls. One of them was a 12 to hit. Was the first one.
That will hit. Give me the damage.
A 12 will hit?
A 12 will hit?
It's
Okay,
a squid
well,
thing. Not a
I'm
man in
refreshing
armor.
the page once more, and it's taking its sweet-ass time.
Oh boy, gotta love sweet ass time.
Yeah, well, when you get sweet-ass time, it's an HR nightmare, so I don't know. I'm going to...
Conduct!
Why
just-
do I feel like that's the name of this D&D group is HR Nightmare?
Basically, can I just roll
Possibly.
2d4s and tell you the total that I get?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. I got
This
a
is-
3, and I got a 4.
Yeah, this is why we have
Huh?
physical dice. Just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
like
a
the
7.
backup.
7 plus strength of 4, which means I have an 11 plus 2 is 13 damage.
Yeah, you easily kind of smack this one. We'll say you smack this one right here on the ground. It's just
Okay.
kind of in this like weak hover.
And I catch the boomerang again and kind of wink over my shoulder at Lexa. Continuing the playfulness.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this poor little baby dragon is like, "Ha! You have no match for my armies!" Moving
Oh,
on.
I missed the dragon. Oh no.
Yeah, there's a baby dragon in the back.
Oh, that was like right when I cut out, must have been.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You're
Brendan,
fine.
Music working again.
Key.
Mind stopping and replaying the music?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
bugged.
Hooray for the bug. Gotta love the bug. Mm, 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 mm.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Probably have no issues on shooting over Silas, but for Belza to probably be like, Belza, move to the side a bit.
Can do!
As produce flame on pretty much the same one that Kilara smacked, because it's the only one I can actually see at this angle.
Yeah.
And I see.
Yeah. And honestly, as you kind of let that one go, you hear like this sad little screech as it just falls to the ground in an ashen heap.
So, like, player to DM, how much health did it have left?
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see
I
why
almost
you
killed
need
it
to
outright.
probably be rolling.
Exactly. You would have had to royally
What?
muck it up for it to not be dead.
Hold on, shits and giggles. Yeah, no, it's dead.
Exactly.
Incinerated.
With that,
That wasn't even doing like the crit
Fair.
damage, that was just me doing flat roll just to see.
which, yeah, this is fitting. Probably Key, if you do that blast, and I was like, ha, nice! This thing's gonna come over to you and try to attack you. And it has a +5 to hit. It's going to hit,
That's fair.
as it literally latches onto your head.
Oi! Oi, oi, oi!
And you take
Oh,
6
that's not
points of
good.
bludgeoning damage.
Ow, 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 ow! Get it off!
as you are
Alrighty then.
blinded and unable to breathe at the moment. Moving on. Hey, Silas, there's a weird thing on her head.
That is a weird thing on her head. Let's see here. Save. Okay, we are going to... What can I do that? You know what? Fine. We're just gonna do an Eldritch Blast on it.
Okay.
Total is 16.
You are able to hit it. Give me the damage.
What? 6 points.
And it's one of those deals where you hit true, but Belza, as you're kind of sitting there like, get this thing off me, you feel like the thing like something like smack you in the jaw a little bit. Belza, take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, or 3 points of force damage.
Uh-oh.
With that, yeah, that's probably gonna be the fitting option for this. Lex is gonna do 2 things. First off, she's gonna shout out, Lexa, your new face is ugly! Get that shit off of you! As we're gonna do a wisdom saving throw, a vicious mockery. Boop. And it's going to fail. Taking 1 point of sad damage. And then, pretty much with that, Belza, seriously, your face is way prettier than that shit. Believe in you, get it off. As you'll get her last bardic.
Yay.
Speaking of which, Belza, if you want to get that shit off of you, can make a strength check.
Happily. Check or saving throw.
It is a check, so you can do athletics.
Ooh. 17.
Easy. As you kind of just death grip the top of this thing and yeet it off. It's just on the ground, kind of squirming.
Would that have been my action?
Go ahead and make an attack.
Fucker!
Just yoink, throw off, immediately grab anchor, slam.
But that's okay. Get it out of the system. Get it out of the system. Oh, did not show. No.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Heads up, MJ, I think Brad.
Oh no! Yep, I think MJ did. No!
However, this thing is. Did it not register at all? Jesus. Roll 20. Stop being stupid.
Yeah,
I
it
think
went on the
that was
roll
a-
20 side.
Yeah, that was a 14 plus. Yeah, it just showed like lol custom roll like it's a weapon attack, you stupid motherfucker.
So what was the damage again?
For damage. This is the first one. Jesus Christ, now you're rolling all the time. Stop it. Get some help.
You wanted the good news?
Hmm?
None of them are showing up for me on my screen.
Yeah, we don't see it
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, I'm fully
Again,
One that
just
showed up.
I think I
was
might
the
just say,
athletic.
by the power invested in me, we move to physical dice for the next bit.
I'm
For
wondering-
all of our sanities.
I'm wondering if it's D&D Beyond's having issues.
Who
I
knows?
think roll 20 too.
Let's try again. I did a full refresh.
Oh, there
No,
we go.
Finally!
rock bottom just came up.
Yeah.
Good enough!
And that is enough to literally squish this thing.
Bells are just eye twitching. Fucker!
You okay?
I'm good. And she's gonna full on, like, wing kick it. Go stomp over to the dragon while she's probably chucking down a healing potion. Just, ow.
As it kind of laughs like, that was an honorable display in my kingdom!
It's just
You
kind of
okay
like
there, buddy? You seem to be a bit,
stat.
what's the word? I
Yes,
was going to say
Smog.
incapacitated.
Smog is indeed the incapacitated. But I can manage! I will grow strong, and I will be free myself, stronger than ever!
I'm sorry, your name is what?
Smog!
Pleasure to meet you, Silas. We're gonna expedite your process. Belza, you're eager enough. Pull some rocks off it so you can get.
Can do.
Make me an athletics check. Just quick and easy.
13.
Easy enough as you kind of spend about 5 minutes loosening things up, and you see the little guy adjust as necessary to be able to kind of get free.
Hey, little friend. Is that better?
It is. I appreciate your service to me.
Well, I know better than to. Are you trying to make this place your home?
Perhaps. It's a lovely domain.
It's likely to
It is.
collapse any moment.
Some sections.
Maybe I
As
should
you are
come back
king-
when I am more powerful.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Just kind of
Ugh.
in the off chance you want to get out of here, and just like, quick rundown of the directions, though you'll be coming out into Waterdeep. Any chance you can make yourself invisible and, skedaddle?
What is a water deep?
Large,
It's a giant
large
name of a
town.
city.
You mean a new kingdom? I can own that kingdom.
And it's just kind
You
of,
can try.
there's, kind of looks over. What was it, 6 people ruling it already?
It's a
I
little
don't
crowded.
even know. I don't even know. I know next to nothing about this place.
He's done
Anyways.
some reading up on the place here and there.
Smog will continue to investigate this kingdom, and if I need to find the larger kingdom above, I shall! And he just scuttles away.
And just as he's going, it's
Okay.
just like, hopefully he's going towards the exit.
Everybody make me a nature or insight check.
I'm inciting this bastard.
And again, by the power invested in me, if you need to roll physical dice, roll physical.
D&D Beyond so far working, and MJ is still dead.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break in a moment to get them back online. I will say with the rolls, Key and Silas, you can tell this thing is a legit baby. Like, it's probably a couple years old at best.
Probably shouldn't let that thing go alone. Weird looking lizard, though.
It's kind of cute.
Probably
But with that,
probably
we're
more
gonna
of like,
take a-
should be fine.
yeah.
And with that, please stand by, folks.
Yep,
Technical
we're
issue.
gonna take a brief commercial break, and we will be back. Go. So my brain was like, yeah, this will definitely be
Hey.
4 hours. MJ!
MJ!
Hi.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
Yay!
I was fighting the internet dragon, I think their name was ISP, and it was a whole thing. I pulled out my Dragon Slayer longsword. I managed to bring
You brought us their head.
them. I did. And yeah, there might be some words.
Good fight.
It's fine. But
Now-
with
to say with my ISP. Don't worry.
you're good. Are we ready to keep rolling?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry about that, guys.
You get to
Oh
go.
no, you're fine. I said it before. No party member left behind. We're gonna finish this together. We're finishing this first session
All
together.
right.
Gosh dang it. Let me get the music swapped back over.
Okay.
Boppity. And let's do
Such a
this
hard
instead.
crash.
Happens.
So, to fill in some gaps, since it was a little bit of a break time, when we last left off, you guys were having to investigate this dungeon, and by dungeon I mean fissure in the ground. with two key goals. One, map out the place as thoroughly as you can. And secondly, be able to try to rescue as many people as you can. But particularly for the City Watch, they ask you to look out for two people. One, a small little gnome person by the name of Commodore Boot. And then the other person, a tall female elf by the name of Sergeant Tishi.
We have found Boot. Boot is
Yes.
currently fucking dead and missing a finger.
He is. And now you guys are honestly at near the end of your journey. And I wonder what you're going to find at the end. With that, you all are free to move about the cabin.
Was there
Ain't nothing that way.
was there anything
Question.
left in the rubble?
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
that's a good question.
Or actually, I'll say this much. You look through the rubble, and you find a whopping 50 gold pieces and 4 copper.
Question about so there was a tiny dragon in the rubble pile, yeah?
Yes.
What happened? Because right about then, everything fell apart for me. So
Oh,
I don't know
right.
what actually happened there.
So,
we,
quick murder.
We proceeded to murder the dragon and then proceeded to mount its head on the wall, as you can tell. Totally.
No.
I am not
No.
lying to you.
Okay.
Bad.
No.
am.
Rescued the little one and it scuttled out into the further away, into or out of the tunnels. We're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
With a lot of high and mighty talk about, expanding his kingdom, yet the thing is maybe a year old at best.
Yeah.
So he's basically that meme of the dragons, and the one is sitting on its pile being like, I am all that is darkness. I will rain down ash upon everyone. And his mother dragon leans over and says, honey, go play with your toys or whatever. And he's like, I am destruction.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
much.
I was-
Okay,
I was
I
seeing
love
if-
him. Great.
I was seeing if maybe that was the thing that bit that guy's finger.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you want to check
Nah, it was
on
more
how-
humanoid that did it. Not anything creature-like.
No, I'm gonna give that clarification again. It was animalistic, but it wasn't a spider.
Okay.
And you look through the loot, like I said, the pile of the gold and such. You don't see a ring.
Hey, found some gold at least.
It looks like the
Lovely.
startings of a baby dragon's hoard.
Well, if we find him later on, we can give him a better hoard. We could just bring him little trinkets that he can set upon.
Why would we give him stuff?
I don't know. I think it'd be adorable.
I don't understand. Why would you? This is Silas speaking to you.
Oh, no, this is MJ talking. This isn't Kilara talking.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not using character voice.
Yeah, Silas don't know what a dragon is.
Chuck the gold over to Silas to split up. Found some loot.
Alrighty then. I will split it later. Till then, forward.
Forward.
All right. You're free to move out the cabin. As you kind of continue down this way, and you start to feel a low rumble underneath your feet.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
And in fact, as you all move closer, it becomes even clearer that you see small cracks and fissures just that slowly have formed and spread under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of
That
one of
is-
those where you kind of... Everybody make me a perception check. Let's see if you can connect some dots.
Well, I can't connect internet, but I might be able to connect dots. Hold on.
You can do it.
Oof.
We're doing our best, damn it.
You are.
Did I connect?
Yes.
Well.
I'd say with
well,
this, Belza actually. Well, for fun, let me see if you can get some help.
Miss Azalea rolled a 17.
Nope. Okay. Miss Azalea
Sure.
beat us all. But in all realities, I'd say for this, Belza, actually, you're the winner in this case. As you kind of look around at these cracks in the ground, And then you look backwards, and you see how they kind of spread and fracture around the walls and such. And it makes more sense that whatever caused this whole situation, the source is right around the bend.
We're getting closer.
Time to find out what this maker is.
On your toes.
Kilara, get in front. I feel like Buzz is going to need more support with you more than me.
All right, I'll trade with you.
I'm at least gonna try to get the jump on whatever the fuck this thing is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go stealth too.
As you kind of come across... Well, go and roll me the stealth while I show you what you're dealing with.
Hey, we're equally not that stealthy.
Yeah, it's not... It's very much that idea where you can see the ears on this thing twitch. As what's in front of you is an elven woman. But for some reason, like, you heard tall, but this seems unnatural. As she is there holding this mace that doesn't really quite fit the hand anymore. And just kind of blankly staring at this fractured altar on the side. Oh, whoops. Token. Fractured altar at the side.
That's the altar. Okay.
But she does kind of turn to look at you. And she's muscled up and ready.
I have my boomerang at the ready, but I'm not in the lead, so I'm waiting on a cue.
Roll initiative then.
Okay. I don't think we got the drop on it there, Belza.
No.
Yo, my initiatives have been fired tonight.
Just
Take it how you get it. Sometimes
Yeah.
that happens.
Hell yeah.
Mine have been all over the place. Okay.
Again, with the stupid mouse.
I got a 5.
Oof, buddy.
And you know what? At least I'm before the monster. Whatever the monster is.
Pretty sure this is Tishi that's been warped by something.
It's
A
kill
tall
it with
elven
impunity
woman.
type.
And in fact, I'll go and say for free, Belza, Kilara, you do see, although it's partially ripped and torn, like it doesn't fit her anymore, it does match the City Watch garb.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's her, alright.
And I'll hold this back.
But yeah, something's wrong.
I think it's her! But something's fucked.
Kilara.
Kill her
you're
with
first.
impunity? Or
Um,
reason with her?
Quick thing.
Yeah.
How large is this creature?
She is over 7 foot tall.
Okay, so she big.
She big.
And
She
rules
bigger than
on
you.
grappling. Yeah, rules on grappling. Are you able to grapple a creature one category size larger than you?
Yes.
Yes.
One size larger.
Okay.
So you're
Well,
good.
I see this creature and I realize what might have to be done. And I am not great at this, but I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm going to run in. Actually, I'm going to get slightly out of the way. 25, 30, and I'm going to try and grapple and hold on to this creature.
Okay.
Because I
Make
don't want to.
me an-
Okay, I don't want to murderize it. I just want to stop it. A 19.
You got it.
Ooh.
It's one of those where you can tell, like, it's hard to do, though. Like, she does not...
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get around to kind of hold her in place. But
Okay.
she is grappled.
I basically run over there, I just drop the boomerang on the ground, and then I just scoop up and grapple and kind of almost sort of full Nelson, just holding it. Like,
Are we stopping it or are we killing it?
Let's knock
By
her
the
out.
looks of it, that.
All right.
and I'm going to hold it. And that's
Key,
my whole turn.
you're up.
Magic is not the greatest for doing non-lethal shenanigans. Do I have enough movement where I can? Yeah, probably.
Nonsense. Fireball.
I don't have that. Not yet.
A for effort, but yeah, no, not E.
While you're dealing with that, I'm gonna actually take a look at the altar, and try to figure out, like, what the fuck, why the fuck.
When you come up to it, the big thing that catches your eye that looks very abnormal is it looks like a golden key.
Oh.
Teeth side down into the earth. As it pulses a slight glow.
Interesting.
Dumb idea on Key's part, but it's also a moment of, like, in the moment, yoink and pull. Or at least attempt.
You're gonna have to make me 2 checks. First off, make
alright.
me a Constitution saving throw.
On stage.
Okay. So the moment you grab it, it almost feels like you feel this wave, like in our terms, like just a wave of heavy bass that just goes through every bone in your body, and it hurts. But you're able to kind of keep yourself under control, and you're only going to take 1 point of thunder damage.
So she probably just, like, for Belsa and Kilara both, you just see her run up, grab it, and just this moment of.
If you want to try to pull it out now, you can make me a strength check.
Yes. She is bad at these, but you know what?
It ain't budging.
And she's probably like, and then just kind of a, Belza, need you. Be careful with that on grabbing.
In fact, as you kind of try to pull it out, you notice more cracks forming around it as it spreads further.
Oh.
Yeah, at that point it would be a definite moment of, like, Belza, either help Kilar or get help with this thing getting it out.
No kill, knockout.
Alright.
Belza, what you doing?
Gonna grab Key by the waist and use her as the anchor to start yanking.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Like, the elven women in the party just had a moment of looked like they were vibrating, not grabbing it directly.
18.
And actually, oh yeah, you grabbed Key, so yeah, you're good. As you kind of both have this tag team hold, and it takes a little bit, and finally, after one big yank, you both get yeeted backwards as you see the cracks splinter and spread further. As you can tell, you're on a ticking time bomb. But Key, in your hands is a key.
And I'll cushion the blow for Key as we fly back.
Yeah.
I got you.
How far do they fly?
Thanks.
I would say, in this case, it's not really back. Like, Key repels into Belza. Belza almost falls into this giant elven woman.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you're okay.
Okay.
Alright. So that's probably my turn. Just the action of, like, hitting that Key out of the ground.
Yeah. And... Alright. Let's see what Lexa can do to help out. She has one more spell slot. And seeing this hot mess, and like, oh gods. Would you rather me make it easier for you to smack her, or would you rather me just, I don't know, scare her or something?
Well,
Make it easier.
yes,
Okay.
that's probably for the best.
She'll pull out another one of those powder sacks, like, please don't mess up again. And you will see it chuck straight in her face as you just see the repels like, meh, and she will start glowing a nice purple.
Huh.
Fairy fire is in effect. You all have advantage.
Heck yeah!
Neat.
And she's like, I did. And now I'm just gonna stay right over here. Don't mind me.
Nope.
Silas.
Silas is gonna move over here, and he's like, "Well, since we can just do it, have at it." So I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast. Fish for the crit.
Well,
Taking that 25.
I'll say either way, you definitely hit. Give me the damage.
Wha-bam! Fillet.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
Feeling
you-
like Goku holding Raditz for Piccolo right now, but yeah, go ahead.
No, pretty much.
I mean,
It's
if Piccolo
not as
fails a
scary as
special
you
beam
thought.
cannon, yeah.
I'll say it's not as scary as you thought though, because Kilara, you're like, oh no, this is bad, and you barely feel the thud of this thing, as she is just thick. In that it's just like you knew it was going to be hard to hit her, but you knew that something was different. Like she's just a chunk.
Okay.
Speaking of which, it's now her turn. And since Kiara, you're the one grappling her,
Yup.
she's gonna try to smack you.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
That's
straight
grapple.
roll in this case.
Contested
Grappling
athletics.
rules don't play. Yeah.
And she
Ooh,
will
that's-
successfully hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
She's not focusing on breaking the grapple, she's focused on knocking you out.
Fair.
I'll get a
speaking
grapple
of
one
which-
way or another.
Mhm.
You on the ground.
Kilar, what do you want to do? I'm choking you up here.
So I know you can still hit somebody while you're grappling them.
Mhm.
Or you can also move from grapple to restrain. Is that correct?
I believe so.
No.
And
I might be
that's what
wrong.
I'm gonna have to do a rules check on that one.
Yeah.
Good question, though.
Or it might be pin or something. I don't know.
Incapacitated. Target choose ability to seal automatically incapacitate. Here's what I need. Target of the grapple must be no more than one size larger than you, using at least one free hand. Strength athletics check, contested, choose ability.
I might need the grappler feat. Yeah.
Escaping the grapple, moving a grapple creature. You can move the grapple creature if you want. But yeah,
Does it
not
cost
really
an action to do, or is it just movement?
Yeah, it
Uh,
takes your
When you move, you can drag or carry the grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved unless the creature is 2 or more sizes smaller than you.
Okay.
correct.
Straight from D&D Beyond, baby.
I want to pull them with me. Well, what does it look like on that the altar thing? Is it like crumbling away, like there's some sort of like it's falling through?
It was already kind of falling apart, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's now just even more prevalent. Like the moment that key came out,
Yes.
you see more cracks just splintering into the floor and into the ceiling and all around.
But not like exploding with like fire or something, right?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm just gonna. I was trying to find like hazards in the room to do stuff with, but I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do flat attack, like holding in this full Nelson. I'm just gonna try and like knee them in the ribs.
Okay.
Just full body attacking.
Got attack roll.
Yeah, I don't really have an unarmed strike queued up and ready because I wasn't expecting this to be a thing. So I guess I'm just gonna roll a d20.
And that's
You
right.
make it sound.
I think it'll hit regardless. 'Cause,
Oh, that definitely hits.
yeah, it'll be like plus strength. Yeah, it'll end up being like a 24 to hit.
You can drain.
So the damage,
1 damage plus strength mod.
that's
You got
5 damage to the ribs.
Alright.
And I think
I'll
I
check
want
this
to then. It has advantage on the thing, right? Because of the fairy fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to crit
you wanna-
fish.
You can crit fish.
I mean, sure. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold it there for a minute then.
Okay. Key. Key has a key. Also, lots of cracks and fissures. Kind of a scary concept.
Music question again.
Yeah.
I hear it. I'm on it.
Thank you.
Can't
And
really.
no
Actually,
okay, rap battle. Damn, picky little shit. Can I?
I do believe it's only the final hit that needs to be non-lethal.
Yeah.
So
That
in
is
theory, you
correct.
can just
That would-
yeah. Hence my
Just go for it.
You know what? We'll do the
That would
other
require
cantrip shenanigans. Poison spray, con save.
please don't miss.
I heard con save. Let's see.
Yep. Poison spray is
Oh,
basically
fail.
within 10 feet. You can do this. Make the con save. If they succeed, nothing happens. They fail. They take
1d12.
that and
Jesus.
poison damage.
Nice
Nice.
stuff.
And
Got
at
it.
that point, with this weird, vibrating key in hand, if it's still vibrating or anything else, just probably
It's actually not vibrating anymore.
it'd still be a moment of key's been obtained. Nope.
Okay. Moving on down the docket. Belza.
This is our target. Knock her the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Waka, you have advantage.
Oh, to be a champion
Nice.
fighter. Anyway. That will always be a joke.
The amount
Yeah.
of times you and me both with Hikumi and Sia roll 19.
That is 13 blood
Hey.
damage.
Stuff.
Brilliant.
Good stuff.
And I'm sticking with Kilara. I'm not gonna let them be alone in this.
And I'm
Nope.
going to tell you, it's bloodied.
Oh. So am I.
Just spells are going, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Mhm.
Moving on down the docket, Lexa. And yeah, she's probably just gonna poke her head out the side and be like, it's like, man, for a tall person, you don't really have any class, do you? You just want to step on shit. Are you clumsy too? And yeah, that was a bad joke. They succeeded.
I'm sure if you keep trying, you'll succeed.
I
Alright.
know, but also, yeah, just no, I'm not getting in there. Go.
Probably
That-
I'm not getting there. Key with this look of holy shit.
Key, why are you running?
And just kind of away from the cracks.
What cracks?
It's getting worse in here. We're gonna clear out soon.
Alright. Alright, give me a minute to just fire a blast at her. Take that! Ha ha!
Crit fish.
That hits, yeah.
Oh shit.
Crit fish.
Oh, I can fish for that crit, yeah.
Fish for the crit.
Damn, it almost landed on the crit!
And then it decided, nah, lower number.
Mhm.
It's 9 damage of force straight to it. Trying to be non-lethal as possible, so the leg.
Well, there is now one change as of the bloodied, a little bit of a change in pace. As
Uh-oh.
the cloud in her eyes, she gets a little bit of a rage going on.
Oh.
And Kilara, you're first.
Uh-huh.
It's a miss. But literally, it's one of those deals where she goes straight down, you
Mhm.
dodge, and then she does an upswing trying to hit you under the jaw again.
Ooh.
And I think that is still gonna miss.
Just
You
barely.
feel the wind on that one. It's like you know, like if that connected, you were out.
Mm-hmm.
But that is it. Kilara.
I need a second. So I'm going to use my action to disengage, letting go of the grapple.
Okay.
I want to pick up my... Can I pick up my boomerang? I can't use it.
Oh,
but...
yeah.
Okay.
I
want
let
to
you
pick it
up as a free action. That's not big. Oh, actually, you used an action to let go. Yeah.
Yeah. So, leave it?
You can pick it up, but you're not going to really be able to use it. You're
No,
just
no.
kind of picking... Yeah.
I just don't want to leave it behind.
Wrap it.
Absolutely.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to go there. I'm going to drop low, and I'm going to start fumbling for a potion, because I'm at, like, very, very, very low. I'm one shot away.
Yeah.
Tactical retreat.
You're good.
Well, she doesn't, like, she can tell this thing's, like, majorly fucked, and she doesn't really have anything that's non-lethal in terms of, magic or otherwise stuff. But, you know, I can burn at least one thing. Let me know how much your potion heals.
How much does the potion heal?
Yeah, because I have a thing I can cast for topping you up.
Oh. I mean, it does 2d4 plus 2. I just don't know until next round.
Go ahead and roll
Because
it. Just so we can... Because I think he's trying to just back you up. Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
it. You're
basically,
good.
like...
It'll be 3 plus 2 for 5.
Okay, and we will go with probably, like, reaching kind of, like, past Silas to touch Kilara and Cure Wounds.
Damn, okay. Yeah, you good.
And and with that as well, it'd just be a moment of, like, I got you, Kilara. And then just a moment of, like, get it knocked out, and we can get the hell out. And that'll be it.
That puts me back to full with just the cure wounds.
Hey, take it how you get it.
Yeah.
Belza, those cracks in this room, they are filling up more and more. And even, like, you get one step down and you see a crack form, and it's pitch black down below. You don't want to find out what's down there.
Fuck. I'm gonna try to take one more swing to knock her the fuck out.
Go for it.
Again, to be a...
That'll hit. Give me the damage.
Hopefully. That was actually double 5. Let's ignore that second one.
I mean, does the 15 knock it out?
The 15, I'll tell you what, we're gonna make this a contested thing. Let's see here. But it's kind of fitting for this particular situation. She somehow keeps up.
Alright.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna risk the op attack. I'm gonna try to start getting her out of the room. Come on, bitch!
Okay.
Follow me!
Misses.
Come on! This way! This way!
With that, let's see if she can help. It's just like, what's wrong? You got rocks in your brain too? Use your head and run and move your ass. Nope.
You're just simply falling flat, lovely.
I
All right.
know, but also with the talk of cracks in here, I don't want to find out. And she's literally gonna use her movement to start just getting out.
Alright, well. I think
What are you
it's
doing?
time for you. Wait, how far is she from me is the next question. Because Eldritch Blast has a long range, that's why I haven't been really caring too much. But now we gotta. Okay, so they're within range of this spell.
What you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on them.
Oh dear. Let's see.
Save.
DC 14 Wisdom save.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Fuck.
Unless
Basic
they've got a
save.
minus modifier.
Nope.
Oh.
Good try.
Yeah.
Oh well. The fuck. Huh. I guess that wasn't too funny either. Goodbye.
And
That's it.
is going to follow you, Belza. Take 2 swings. And they're both gonna hit. Dealing a
Ugh.
total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage altogether.
Still conscious.
But that is it. As you see, she's like reaching out, trying to get through this place.
Does she seem like she would fit through?
If she can't fit through, she's gonna find a way to fit through.
Okay.
In fact, Kilara, you asked a fun question. Make me a perception or insight check.
Perception or an insight? 11?
It looks like, first off, you see it in the eyes. She ain't there. They're glossed over. But also, it almost like she's just fighting to get through you. She's not fighting you. She's fighting to get through you. She's after something.
She's after something.
What do you want to do, Kilar?
Because I don't know what the purpose of her ire is, what she wants. I'm just gonna yell out,
She wants something. I don't know what, but maybe if we draw this way, we at least get away from the cracks.
and I'm going to. It's a short distance, but on my way back, move 1 step back, throw over top of Belza, because this creature is very tall. I'm going to try and smack her in the face with the boomerang and then catch it on the rebound and keep moving.
Okay.
Trying to draw it away.
Make me the roll first.
21 to hit.
Oh, that's easy. Give me the damage.
14 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, and now we gotta do the question again. And this time there was enough. As that final club like goes straight for the head into the jaw, and she falls backwards out cold.
Awesome.
Good job.
Just drag the body.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25. I can't move that far, so I'm gonna move there because it's difficult terrain through people. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So I'll stop there.
All right. Key.
Probably would be a moment of just like. At this point, it'd probably be like a general, like everyone's just trying to get collectively.
All right.
I'll trust Belza.
Go ahead and use your full move if you want. Belza.
I'm gonna grab the
You know
unconscious.
something very interesting before you do anything.
Mhm.
As you kind of are catching your breath from those couple of knocks, after a moment of her going down, she reverts back to normal size.
Yoink over the shoulder like fireman carry, and I'm gonna start like booking it with her out.
I'm gonna go ahead and just remove her for this sake. Yeah, you are free to go. As Lex is like, got her?
Got her! Go, 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 go!
Time to go, and beeline straight running out. And in fact, for this next little bit, we're gonna play Theater of the Mind. We are out of initiative. Here's what I need. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Very bad.
No, there's nothing that's
on it too!
Stop rolling! It was a 6! Jesus, though I will use that inspiration, which was a d6.
Okay. Yeah,
I think.
by all means. Yeah, it was a d6.
That's a whole fucking 10.
Well, thankfully, it's a minimum of 10 of what you needed.
Thank you,
As you see the rocks and rubbles falling through, and the cracks falling behind you, and you chase yourselves out as fast as you can, as I grab all of you. And it's
I'm
time
pretty
for
sure,
my-
like, as we're like doing the run mad dash back, one of us is probably gonna grab the gnome body.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'll
as
grab
you,
the gnome.
yeah, I'll say actually you make it back to this area and you grab that. As you're about to continue your run, I need everybody to make me another dex save.
Okay. Can I say that I grabbed it up inside of my net to carry it with the net?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes it easier to carry.
Yeah, am I gonna need the inspiration or
fuck
not?
this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
Another dexterity save. Same as last roll.
I'm over here just
Hopefully
going,
it's
does a
what you need.
10 make it, or do I need to roll the d6 to make it?
A 10 is the minimum that you needed, so you're fine.
I'm skirting with disaster.
You need
You
go!
really are. As you continue your way down and make it back to the main altar chamber, and the last thing you see as you are kind of coming back through the space, the altar is equally broken and cracked through. The pools of water, they're empty. They're gone. With the only other... Yeah. That's it. One final dex save as you all work to get your butts out of there.
Okay.
Parkour.
Very good.
Parkour.
I'm gonna be needing that inspiration die.
Use it.
I need to do a custom roll on this. Where is the d6? Hey, that makes me actually meet the minimum.
Yeah. Lexa Salvia was not so lucky. As
I'm giving
kind of...
Lexa my inspiration.
Okay. The dice said yes.
Whoa.
Fuck, they said yes.
As one of those deals where right as the rock's about to fall on her, she's about to get clipped. Silas, I almost imagine you just grab her by, the back, like by the shoulder, and just yank her out of the way. And you guys climb like mad until finally you reach the sewer, and that whole area you see nothing but smoke and clouds underneath you. As there's no going down there anymore. It's gone.
A moment. Take a breath.
Lexa, you owe me one.
And I'm actually gonna take a moment, offer the elven woman to Kilara for a moment.
All right.
And I am going to full-on bear hug. Silas, just don't think I didn't see that.
You're welcome.
You have no idea how much I owe you.
You can pay me back by putting me down.
All right. Thank you.
Oh
Come
my
on, it's
God.
not that bad of a hug.
You've never been hugged by Belza, have you? You know what? You can figure it out yourself. I'm dead. I can visit a chiropractor now.
Lex will probably do a rare thing as, you guys are working your way back up. And Lex will like, hey, Silas. Kind of gives a softer shoulder hug. And like, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
Kind of looking, she's honestly analyzing you to see how you're reacting.
Confused.
And you'll just kind of after a moment, and just give a pout, be like, can't take a compliment for nothing.
What? It was a thank you, wasn't it? What? Huh?
He's just kind of like looking over at Lexa. He's a little slow and not really there when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm learning. Anyway, you guys make it back up to the surface, dusty, bruised. The City Watch see you at least grabbed Tishi and see the body of Boot, and they will take care of them. And as they probably ask about like, and the map for the place.
Like,
Lex is just gonna kind of, in a very nice manner, just make a few final scrawlings on the parchment and just hand it to them. And it's literally just scrawled over, being like, "Yeah, you're not going down there."
And Q will like add on to it like, weird artifact causing cracks in the ground. It completely collapsed and caved in on itself.
It's a fucking pit, so get a very long piece of rope. I'm sure you'll reach the bottom eventually.
Artifact. Do we need to like go and inspect it or something?
And Q will just be like, hold out her hand with it, and going, actually, I have it with me.
They will take it quickly, and the moment they touch it, you see actually one of the bone, like you hear the snapping of a bone in the hand of the person that grabbed it. It's just,
Oh.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
take it back to your stupid guild. Let them handle it.
Silas is going to take off his coat and wrap it around the key as he picks it up.
Kilara's actually going to ask,
Is it normal for your guard sergeants or whatever to like become big, like 8-9 feet tall, become real big and scary like?
What you're talking about? She ain't that big. This is her height. Just kind of gesturing, being like, "This is it."
No, I know.
Were there some
But down
fumes
there-
down there?
Well, down there
It's
she
just
was
kind of-
real tall.
Mm-hmm.
Taller.
You're going to want to run
kind
some
of
medical
not
test on her
there.
or something.
Right.
Get her checked out. That's all.
Hmm. We'll send a report back to the guild. You all head back there.
Oh, one last thing. Your cadet, or what was it? The officer that was with her, dead.
Yeah, that's the corpse that's beside them. I was like, yeah.
Who was dumb enough to go down there?
Well,
Comes with
part
the
of the
job,
job.
sadly.
Last
in the-
question.
Keeping the guard in unison, just part of the job.
Question though. Did
What?
Boot? What kind of ring did Boot have? Because something really wanted it. It looks like.
I think it was just a wedding band or something. I don't fucking know.
Are you sure?
Pretty damn.
All right.
Mhm.
If you find out anything else, I guess pass it along to the guild. Maybe we can figure something out together.
Alright. Be safe.
As I said, you're going to need a lot of rope to find it.
With that though, you guys are going to report back to the guild, and we have just enough time to get you all prepped for next time.
yay.
Yeah.
As you all report back to the guild. Pardon me while we do a scene change. Boop.
And on the mention of
Wabadoo.
like, Key's never gotten the bells a hug. She'll get one now.
Yeah.
It seems to be like so how bad are the Belza hugs?
You want to find out?
And just kind of sure, why not? Can't be that bad.
Huh?
And scooped up probably off her feet.
It'll probably just be a moment of like, "Heep," and just kind of, and like after a little bit, it's like, I've been hugged much worse. Like,
So
when I'm getting
with
put
that-
down, it'll be a moment of like, you ever been hugged by a giant?
No.
That sounds like a fun story for sometime.
Just deadpan, just no. Love it. Love it.
A couple hours will pass as you are left alone in this office. Just waiting for Vox's return. And finally,
Silas
after a
has
little
the
bit,
balled up coat in his lap.
and actually, this leads to a fun question. Okay. Okay.
I don't like rolls.
So after a little while passes, you will see Vox return. He's holding a bunch of files and just kind of sits at the table, hands on his head. I was just like, status report. Get on with it.
And just kind of
Found out what was potentially causing the issues, as Silas will then take his coat and unfurl it to showcase the key on the coffee table.
and Kisora herself would be like, "Don't touch it. It vibrates in pain."
We watched it snap a man's hand off. Well, not off, that's an exaggeration.
You'll see him like pull out a handkerchief and kind of hold it with his hands.
He has a second handkerchief?
Yes, he has multiple. He has a dragon.
Ah.
I don't analyze it looking and kind of give a little bit of a sigh. I was like, it fits. We'll gently kind of put it back into your coat, Silas.
I like that back.
That's why it's literally, he's giving it back to you. It's like I said, he's putting it, like, you
Oh.
use the coat to kind of swaddle it, so he's placing it back on the coat.
Oh, never mind. Thank you.
As he kind of puts a sigh, and it's like, he gets a little bit of a sigh, and it's like, so. Partially because of the damages that happened in the mine and such, the pay was not as much as we hoped, but we were able to at least make sure you each got another 100 gold each. Kind of hands that out, and then on top of that, he slaps a big ass file on the floor, on the table. Also, your contracts have been bought out. You're being transferred.
Transferred to where?
Apparently, the address is set to come probably by tomorrow. This was a fast order. I think you're going to... And he kind of scratches his head a bit and double checks the notes that he has. And just confirms, is like, looks like you're going to... you're going to Cholt. Best of luck.
Never been.
Cholt. What is a cholt? Or is this more of a where?
Aware, as they'll kind of say, Cholt is an island off the Sword Coast. Very dangerous. Lots of exotic wildlife. I'm sure you'll be very busy. And with that, the next morning, you guys are on a boat, heading straight there.
Quick turnaround.
Do we get some downtime?
Oh.
We don't have that kind of time for
long
tonight.
rest.
You do get a long rest,
Yay.
because it's going to be about a week's ride.
Ooh.
And for the sake of things, kind of like we did before, in a cinematic version, we fade to black as Vox is sitting in his office with a faint greenish glow. And a discussion happens. So they came back. It doesn't matter. Everything matters, though, doesn't it? Look, I don't care what happens, but are you sure them? It can't be them. Oh, hush, little Jim. It doesn't matter anymore. You've gotten your money, and they're out of your hair. What's left of it, I guess. They're gonna cause you hell. You know that, right? All in perspective. And to my perspective, they're exactly what I need. And that's where we'll conclude.
Ooh. Some juicy exposition.
Good times.
Yeah.
Craft's
Box
fine!
is stinky.
God, I can just picture like part of the boat ride. Key just like, so about the giant story.
And actually, I'll let you get one more thing of interest. If everybody wants to, they can all do me a Arcana check on this key.
Oh, that'll be good.
Oh,
I know. Sally, there's no bypass this way. It has to be Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You
pretty
make
sure
it sound like I'm not good in Arcana.
No, you're fine. It's me.
I'm
well,
pretty
me
sure
and
he
Belza.
and Silas know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Yep. As first off, you can tell this is a very different magic item from the stuff that you saw in Bernard's shop. It looks to be almost like it's handmade.
Wait, so we still have the key?
Uncommon. Yeah, they didn't take it. They
Oh.
let you share it with you.
Shit, it's mine now.
But yeah, to be summary, as you inspect it, Silas, you see it especially. The top of the handle of the key, actually it has moving filigree. As you see waves of what looks to be like a little forest and eyes looking down below on a little fire.
Okay,
And-
that's interesting.
I have a fun question for you, Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Since you've been holding this for a good bit, are you attuning to it?
Oh, fuck. Why not? Fuck it. I'm attuning to it.
Tune. Tune.
Hey, Silas, remind me how tall you are again?
5'4"?
You grew 6 inches.
Oh!
I'm 6 feet now?
You can look
You're
over in
6
the eyes.
foot tall!
Wait, that's not how
Silas
math
just
works.
comes up one day, comes up
Oh,
one
wait.
morning, sees the two tall ladies, and he's like, why am I standing at eye level with Belza?
Hey, you're no longer a short stack. She, like, puts
Wait,
her
guys.
hand
The
up.
what?
Actually,
5'4", it'd be
I'm sorry.
5'10".
I failed in math. 5'10". Shush.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Your
Guys.
girl's tired, okay? 5'10".
I'm 1 inch below Kilara, so I'm not at her.
I'm
not at
still
her
calling
boob
you
level.
short stuff, damn it.
I'm not at
And now
their boob
he's the
level.
shortest.
It is
Okay.
hard to figure out what the other effects of this key are, but they will become clearer in the next session.
Check the other parts of your body.
But I will say for fun, Silas, you have the key of the giant.
Oh.
Oh.
Yo. What if we gave that to Belza? Whoa.
Yeah, no.
But come on. She'd be
Well-
6'6".
We'll figure out what it does later, and we'll see if we need to like swap things around.
Mm.
That'll be the next session,
Yep.
as you'll also be getting your full mission from your new employer.
Mhm.
It'll also be up to Silas
with
if he
that-
wants to trade it,
Yeah.
and I want to have something
Key
fair to
of the
trade if we do.
Mhm.
All right, folks. That's all. Goodbye.
Enjoy.
Seriously though, thank you guys for watching. I'm very happy how this first session went. We'll be doing more of these down the line. Oh, that reminds me. Players, you're now
Yes.
level 2.
Oh, we're leveling up.
Yes, you're officially level 2.
Also, just to show
I
the
can
folks
do
at home,
things better.
Awesome. Do we want to do that on stream where we level up, or do we want to level up in the background?
You can level up in the background. I'm fine with that. I think that is fine.
Meanwhile, level 2. Hello, Druid Circle. Let the spore shenanigans begin.
Yeah.
Hello, Kilara, multi-classing into wizard. Kidding.
Oh my god.
That'd be a weird combo.
That would, but it would be an interesting one to do.
I don't even
With
meet the
that-
requirements. Don't worry.
With that, we're going to sign off on stream in just 1 second, but first we're going to do a rapid fire of this because we're going to make sure that everybody here gets the love they need. Belza, is there anything you want to say?
I'm good. Just
Cool.
those on my stream.
Key.
Check out Z's
Oh, sorry.
thing down below.
Key, any final words?
Nah, just enjoy yourselves.
Kilara, any final words?
Sure, check out the About Me section so that we can all have our little time in the sun. We have a bunch of stuff linked and stuff about us. Check those out.
Yeah, those will be developing, probably finishing up tomorrow, but there's a lot of fun, neat about stuff for everybody down there now.
Yes.
And last but not least, Silas.
Hi, I'm Silas. I don't have much going on for me right now, so stay tuned.
Yes, and last but not least on my end, If you enjoyed this stuff, please give a follow. Support us by support the channel by supporting us and each other. There's odd ways to do that down below in the about. With that though, we're getting the fuck out of here because we're at the ending just about on time. Proud of that. Until
Hey,
next
yeah.
time, be good, do good, lots of love, and we will see you next time for Chapter 2.
Love
The
you
Stygian
guys.
Gambit. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.